Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. For the last few weeks, we've been playing a game of Fires of Ra that Mark is running us through. But before I hand this off to Mark so we can get started and possibly have a recap, the images you see on the screen, currently in the middle, is brought to you through the Roll20 app. So we use Roll20 to show the players as well as our viewers what's going on the screen and kind of give you an idea of the situational awareness, as well as show off the nice artwork that we have from Ulysses Spiel. Also, some of the miniatures, or at least my miniature is created through the Hero Forge subscription packet. If you are a subscriber to Hero Forge, you can create your own custom mini, pose, weaponry, armor, clothing, however you want to do it, and paint it, pose it, and make a digital version of it. Down below we have a link for Extra Life. If you haven't had a chance to check that, click on it and help out the children of Children's Miracle Network and the Children's Hospitals. We'd appreciate that, and I'm sure they would too. And of course we have a link for our website, which Marcus Scott, who's our DM for our usual Friday game, and who's also been running a game on Sunday for us until scheduling can straighten out for our other players. He's been working diligently on that, so check it out and see what he's been working on. And as far as that's concerned, I don't know of any other announcements I can make at this particular point in time. I did hear that somebody said something about a convention coming up. I don't know if they want to announce or if it's pertinent enough to announce.
Oh, no. It's a super nerdy supernatural convention we're going to. My wife and I are going to this weekend because she's a supernatural super fan.
Supernatural, like the
show, TV show. Supernatural? Yeah, the show Supernatural, yeah.
Okay, so she's a fan
Fair.
of that.
Oh, yeah, she's a super fan. Yeah. I can embarrass
That's
her and
a
tell
great
you that
show.
we got a picture with Jensen Apples when they were here in 2018 because everything's been postponed because conventions happened. She doesn't remember actually taking that photo. She was so starstruck. But I have physical proof that
Absolutely go to that. Where's this convention? Because I would absolutely. My wife and my daughter would.
They're actually, what's nice because it's right down the road from us in Plano, Texas. So I got a 10-minute drive to the convention center. So
that's awesome.
It's really easy for me.
You don't have to worry about booking hotels or anything.
It's like,
that's
we'll
awesome.
But yeah, to plug
that works
them,
great, right?
Yeah,
so yeah, if you by any chance, or as we like to have the joke put aside, one viewer happens to be there this weekend, look up Mike and tell him you actually are our one viewer.
Our fan happens to be there.
If our fan happens to be there, say hi. I'll be there.
Oh, well, Mark, let's go ahead and hand it off to you then, brother.
Although, we might have a second fan, but we don't really count the government because they're eavesdropping on everybody, so they don't really count as a fan. As a recap, our intrepid adventurers had ventured below the sands of the desert to try and find the Eye of Sebek, if you'll recall, and they had gone through some clever traps from the Egypt that never was in the tomb and the Temple of the Eye. Negotiated that, successfully risked life and limb in the sands of death to reach the Chamber of the Eye, got the eye, and then as soon as they took it off in typical Indiana Jones fashion, the pedestal receded into the ground and sands began to pour in and the rumbles of as the temple collapsed around them, and they emerged only to find the hooded cobra with hundreds of shock troopers standing there waiting to take their hard-fought treasure, which he did. And they were captured. And then Raven comes and saves them, and in the ensuing chaos of the ammo dump blowing up, they all escaped in jeeps across the desert sands. They were not alone, though, because they were being pursued by the forces of the hooded cobra. And they caught up with the train as it departed the stations periodically. So supposed to have the Eye of Sebek on board, and so that is where we are now. Everyone has managed to leap off of their jeeps onto the last of the train, the caboose of the train, and they're going to work their way through the train, figure out if they can stop the train or get the eye back from Iron Cobra before he manages to escape yet again. I believe that we were there. The current state of affairs on the desktop kind of shows as we are, and on step A, and Ivan on D, and I think that was where we got to when Ivan managed to get everybody onto the train by accomplishing step D. So everybody jumped on, and now we're negotiating the train. There have been some shock troopers in various places on the train so far, and so we're gonna pick up there. We are still in rounds, though. You don't have any troops at the moment, but we're gonna stay in rounds for reasons. What would you guys like to do?
Is there a roof entrance to the train from here?
What's the caboose? You can,
Oh, yeah,
you
one
can
of the
swing
caboose.
down and open up the door and get on the inside there, if you want.
But there might be more troopers here.
I mean, lad, something's pulling this train. Won't you go up there and just stop it?
Head to the engine.
Sounds like
So
a good plan.
heading across the rooftops
Yep.
in Western fashion, gonna make that jump.
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
I've seen this in a
Okay,
movie one time during our downtime. Should be fun.
Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and make that jump from car to car. Everybody's gonna get to make that strength check. This is gonna be easy, so it's not gonna be very hard.
I would
But
like to activate
it's-
my jetpack.
Yeah, me too.
If you would like to activate your jetpack there, Jet Boy, go ahead and give me that roll. We'll just
Jetpack
make sure you
boy,
can
to the
activate
engine.
that.
It does not malfunction.
Does not malfunction, so you can make that leap.
I mean, I of course
Um,
I of course attempt to make the strength check to make it look like I'm jumping, but I'm definitely having some boost from that jetpack.
you
And
Because-
we
See?
are doing well. You were,
can.
and because I was going to say we are doing strength tests, so I was going to bless us, but well, we jumped the gun.
Well, it wasn't gonna
start
help me.
move your hands in that, and just as Erp goes to make that leap, he trips, and he's falling forward just as he hits the throttle on the jetpack and swoops up into the air, and he doesn't completely mishap other than bouncing his chest off the roof of the train, and looks very ignominious when he does it. He's not very styling.
So the
You're not-
jetpack's
you're
not,
not
a
hurt, you didn't get-
contradiction.
Yeah, the jetpack's a contradiction.
It's a
But-
disconnect then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm
It's
not going to
weird
disconnect him
science.
for that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to disconnect him for that strength roll because he was trying to jump and the jetpack just kind of kicked in. So
Okay,
if
Jim,
you
that's
know,
your one freebie for
Jim weren't
tonight.
such a nice guy, I might leave it.
I feel like the jetpack's not going to survive much past this train, so it's okay.
I did not bless us.
You did not.
Nope.
So you're going to take. Ooh, look
Oh.
at that.
I'm going to take shock.
I've got this, lad. Woo.
Man.
No, you don't need to toss me. I got it.
No tossing this time.
I'm gonna actually use my jetpack and show Jetpack Boy how to do it. So I'm gonna use my air vehicles to to roll poorly.
Clearly, you were following me.
Yeah, I'm trying to save you. I'll save you, Jetpack Boy.
Oh, and then
Well, we can't hold it against him. We see where he's learning it from.
Facts.
and you said it's an easy roll, right?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay. So
Aye, lad, it's an easy jump. You just saw me do it, and I got short legs.
Yeah, that's just an 8. All right. Okay, so we're moving everybody. Let's move. Oh, I better do that individually because otherwise I might not do it right. I might move things I don't want to move. All right, so we've moved from one to the other. And as we are hopping around and stomping on the top of the car, where did it go?
And making jetpack noises.
Yes.
Oh yeah, subtlety is definitely not our game right now.
No, you are tromping, literally
mean-
tromping across the top of the
that nice big thud of my body running into the one in front of me as I tried to jump into it.
Your third. What about my fully armored self landing on it?
Yeah, see, yours was on the roof. Mine was the side.
They just don't know where we're coming from.
That's it.
It always takes me a minute to find the
Oh,
thing.
he's outside. Where? I don't know.
They just see the 2 jetpacks going off to the side of the windows, just going flying around, going,
They're
over there.
They're splitting up. Oh no! Look out!
Exactly.
Little double
It's a
Boba Fett action
tactic.
going on.
They think it's a tactic. Never mind the limbs flailing as the jetpacks spiral off.
Exactly. It's the infamous
All right, so
4-pronged attack.
that's right. So everybody's going to get all of a sudden the floor of the or the roof, depending on your point of view, of the car erupts as bullets spray from the inside of the car out above you, and so everybody's going to get a blast from an MP40 as the shock troopers inside the car. They know that there's something going on, so we're just going to go work left to right. And hang on a second,
I'm actively defending this round then.
That's fine. Let's start with Crag. Here's your blast. That's a 12 look.
Standard.
On your dodge. Okay, that you're going to enjoy 13 damage there.
That's what is the difference of 5.
If it's 6,
That's
you
only...
don't take any. If it's less than 5, it's 1.
Yeah, I have a 17, so it's
5 to 0.
4. So yeah, I have 2.
You're 17.
1.
You take one point of shock. Okay. Let's see. Erp. No shock.
Clearly, you didn't know where I was coming from.
No, you're flying so sporadically they couldn't get a bead on you.
Yeah.
Lead the target. Lead the target. Which way?
Lone Rocket Ranger. Nope. And Yaren. No bullets pop up near your feet, Yarn. So
okay.
It was the loud thump.
You hear cursing drift up from the holes around you, though.
Ah.
All right. And that's going to get us done for that one. We're going to turn a card. Everybody pool cards.
Well, maybe I should have asked. Did anybody have like a glory for that round?
Have a what?
This, by the way, is dramatic.
Oh, it's dramatic. Never mind.
So the villains will go first, and they will be fatigued. The improved actions are Intimidate and Taunt. Oh, and by the way, there is a hidden reporter somewhere on this train, and the first Storm Knight to gain an outstanding success this round will get their picture in the paper, and that hero gains a possibility. But they are also recognized by everyone as the story comes out.
Okay, so we need to make sure Erp gets the the first outstanding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to publicize Rocket Boy.
Yes.
Rocket Boy foils Hooded Cobra. All right. So my villains will go first. So we're gonna. I think we'll just repeat what we just did because they don't know.
Hold on for just a second. This is no. This is just a dramatic scene with Mooks. So
for now,
yeah. I mean, if Hooded Cobra comes up, I might use the card I have. So
okay. All right. So let's see. Crag, here is your blast. How's a 9 look?
It's a miss.
Okay. And Erp, 6. Ivan. And Lone Rocket. And Yaren. Wow.
They're
I can
shooting
get out
like
of
shock
single digits
troopers.
there, it looks like. They are shooting like shock troopers. Only Nile Empire shock troopers are so precise. All right.
That is a very funny line.
That's all
if
of
you
me.
think about it. Only Imperial stormtroopers can shoot that precise.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
We know they
well,
can
these
hit
are
the
Imperial shock
the rest
troopers.
of the franchise they can't hit.
At least we know they can hit the broadside of a
That's
sandcrawler.
right. That's right. All right, who would like to go first?
The next car up, is that the engine?
Well, it is the car next to the engine.
Right. Well, I'm going to.
You're still going toward the engine?
Well, I mean, that was the mindset, unless someone wants to say otherwise.
I
Oh,
think that's a good idea.
That's fine. I'll fire at the guys firing at us and see how many I can take out.
So to jump from car to car and do tree skin, it's going to be a -2, correct?
Sure.
To make a jump as well as cast a miracle is going to be a -2 to the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The jump is. I'll do the
Strength.
strength first, and then I'll add the 2 points from that for the other. Okay, is that 11? I'm sure 11 is going to make the jump, right?
Oh yeah, the jump's an 8. It's easy.
Okay, well, I'm going to add a little English to this. Let's see what I got. Let's go ahead and play the drama.
Drama.
Going for that outstanding.
I'm just going for some actual protection with a tree skin.
I know, but that outstanding gives you that possibility.
Well, there's that.
Turns
My
a drama
shoulder.
card into a possibility.
14.
I don't think you got there. Well, that's an outstanding on the jump.
All right. So that gives me 2 to my toughness, and I am not vulnerable to fire.
Ready?
All right, so as you are, you know what? We're going to do that one because it came off of that. Where's Crag? It's over by the Jeep, Crag.
It is.
If it was on the right layer, it would be.
Oh well.
So as you leap from one car to the next car, right in mid leap in between, it's an incredible shot. Could win this guy the Pulitzer. You hear this whoosh as the flash goes off beneath you, and you land. You're like, what was that? And then you keep on going with your thing.
Okay. Well. I wonder if I should do this or not. Because
Did your miracle go off?
Do it. Do it.
All right.
The
fine.
answer is do it.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
I played mistaken identity. So the reporter mistakes me for somebody, maybe a bad guy or something. I don't know. Don't know how well that's going to work in this situation.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we can run with it.
I mean, I could give you an easy one that he's taking the picture and it goes into the Cairo paper and it actually looks like Wuhan's biggest nemesis.
Oh, let's see. So you're not. It's not going to put you at an immediate disadvantage.
No.
I don't know that you're going to get anything out of this for this. I mean,
This
if you
might
want
just
to,
be a waste of cards to play right now. Well, we'll save it then.
Well, so I don't. This is probably your best opportunity to play that. I don't like to generally do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. You're correct in your assumption that this is the end of the act. So I don't want to deprive you of the opportunity to play that because you've got limited opportunities going forward from this point with your combat with the shock troopers. If you want to apply it to the image that the photographer took, we can do that. But if you want to just pick it up, you can do that too.
Yeah, we'll
Could have
keep it.
implications for next act.
It could have implications for next act. I guess that's where it boils down to. If you apply it to the photographer, it's going to have implications in the next act. if you pick it up, you could play it in another spot, but all your cards are going away at the end of this scene. So
Yeah, we'll go ahead and play it. Let's see what happens.
okay, so let's see.
It
I mean,
makes
you
it
know,
more
I am a
dramatic.
dwarf that's jumping from train to train. It can be a little blurry. Ain't no telling what it looks like. I'm just glad I
We
wasn't wearing a
found
kilt.
Sasquatch
Huh?
jumping the train in Cairo.
Sasquatch.
Like I said, I'm just glad I wasn't wearing a kilt today.
On just a second. I am documenting this so that we can apply it later.
I think I need to probably document it too, don't I?
Ooh, quit. No, computer. All right. All right. Okay, so that's Crag jumping from train to train, and he put up a bark skin, which is cool. Let's get the done up there. Who'd like to go next?
I'll go ahead. I'll say, you take a high Ulitza, I'll take a low. And I want to kind of drop between the two cars, and I'm going to work my way through the train cars to the engine.
Okay, so are you dropping? You're dropping between the train cars back here between these two, and you're
Right.
gonna go through that door.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. You open the door and you walk into the car, and so now it's important to know who's where, and so we're gonna put everybody not inside the car on the air quotes roof of the car. Where is Crag?
He's the
Crag
first one
is-
by over here.
That one.
Yeah, there's Crag. And
Hi.
Crag is on top of the roof of this car. And when you open the door, you are greeted by those gentlemen
Okay.
who are all looking at the ceiling right now.
Yes.
So you kind of got the drop on them. So let's see. If they are going to be, let's see, because you kind of burst in and got the drop on them, they will lose their action against you on the next card. They're like,
Okay.
and so they won't be able. Depending on whether they're going to turn and engage you or deal with you or whatever, they may not be able to do that next round unless they get a flurry or something else. A setback happens for you guys, or something else happens.
Okay.
We'll see.
The lone rocket ranger.
But yeah, there's 5 shock troopers in there, all looking at the ceiling right now. So we get one of those, ha, oh crap, kind of moments. And who's next?
Lone rocket ranger is going to use his air vehicles to jump on the other side. Like, really?
Well, you haven't managed to land on the car yet. You're kind of
Really? I'm gonna apparently the
figure out how to
rocket.
put your feet, unless that if that's going to sting.
The rocket
Is
pack.
that 6 your final answer?
You're looking like one of those moving pictures I saw the other day. Lady in some thing she shot everywhere. It looked like a balloon flying through the air.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep that as the final answer. I'm not going to waste a second chance on this.
Okay, so you're blazing around and you're not really effective yet, but that's Erp and Yarn.
Oh, can I
Yarn
change?
is going to try to jump.
I'm sorry. Can I change my mind? No, never mind. I didn't. We're good. We're good. I'm second guessing
Okay.
myself, and I don't want to do that.
Yarn is going to try
Second
to
guessing
jump
your
to
second
the
chance.
next one.
Yes.
Go for it, Yarn.
and I am not going to make it.
Oh.
And I don't
You
have.
run
I
up
don't-
towards the edge, and just before you leap, you kind of
yeah, because
it
I have
kinda
one
click-clacks over
adrenaline,
something.
but that's it. So
8's all you
Yeah.
got to get.
yeah, but I can only get up to a
Okay.
6 right now, unless somebody has a supporter or other card,
I
like an adrenaline or action.
have an adrenaline.
Okay, how about a reconnect?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, the reconnect didn't go in.
That's okay.
Oh,
Put
wait,
on the table,
it went
pick
to
up.
the
It fell to the
yeah.
table.
It fell to the table, so you can pick it up from there.
That wasn't
and
it. Sorry.
It's right. It's right here.
All right.
Okay. And so I will play 2 adrenalines and get it up so that I can be on the first car.
All right, so you can see as you get towards the front of that car. I keep pointing like you're seeing what I'm doing. As you move to the front of the car up this way, you're going to be able to see down into the engine and see what's going on. You can see movement up there, but you can't tell exactly what it is. But you hear an exclamation.
Ooh.
Ah! Curses! Who's next?
All right. So they shot a bunch of holes in here, Mark, through this caboose train or through this train car. So I'm assuming I can see some of these shock troopers that are in the car.
Well, I mean, it's 9mm holes, but sure, you can see movement through some of they've blown some chunks out and things like that. It's not tremendous. You can't get your hand through anything.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just going to return fire with my AK.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Absolutely.
That's all. I just wanted to be able to know that I can see how many are in there and target them with my AK and show them actually how to shoot.
That's only fair. I mean, they did it to you. You can do it to them.
Right. So I will target all 5 of them.
Let's just hope this isn't like showing actually how to fly. So.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I will short burst them with my AK.
Please give me a mishap. Please. Please give me a mishap.
So I get the first extra one for free, so it's only a -6, as I already have the short burst built into this.
Oh, you're almost.
I'm gonna have to make that a little bit better.
Almost.
Actually, you know what? Do they have any extra toughness or cover? Do I think from the amount of wood between us?
They might. Man, you know what? I didn't give Crag any, so no.
All right, then I'm gonna play this here leadership, and let's see. Yaren, you can have that one.
Okay, thank you.
And I think that Ivan should have this so that he can hopefully play it for me.
Okay.
You gave Ivan a supporter,
I did.
didn't you? Please support me. Ivan has successfully herded them all into a tight little group for you with his arrival at the door. So
all right, so that is
them all in a blast.
Standard success, and my AK is going to do 14 points of damage.
Which is, I think, enough. Yes, it is in fact enough.
And then I will get to refill my hand. And we're at hand size 6 still?
Yes.
You are currently under glory.
Awesome.
Okay, so Ivan, you come in, ha! And they all go, ha! And you hear, and they all fall down. And you
Yes,
hear from above, you, ha!
This would so much easier.
All right, that is all of you. Go ahead and play cards in your pool. And we'll flip a card. Death from above. Characters with elevation advantage flying on rooftops may re-roll ones on bonus dice. The heroes will go first, and then the villains can be set back.
Ooh.
Approved actions are intimidate. And I already know what the setback's going to be.
Well, I'm just going to make that roll to get to the next car.
Flying to the next car
Oh, hell yeah.
In style, apparently.
in style.
Apparently, you found the
here's-
actual button you needed to be using
Well,
for
here's the
stabilization.
question. Does anybody have hero or drama in their pools?
I do. I have hero and drama in my pool.
You
Okay.
have a glory.
I have a glory in my pool. We probably should go for it for next act.
Yes.
Seems like a good idea.
So why don't I trade you that?
Do you need either?
Either way,
Doesn't
here,
matter which one.
I'll trade you both cards because we can trade it back if we need to.
Okay.
Just give me both. And...
I think the other one.
You can drop it to the ground.
Yeah, it fell to the table already, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on the table. So there's the first one. Because, 6 cards in your hand during an act is kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Oh!
look at that.
Wow.
And I'll drop my glory.
Well done.
So I leap up and I went, oh, I'm supposed to hit this button. Whoosh, and just go do a loop, barrel roll up in the air, come on back down, and land by Craig.
I think it's more, I've never noticed this button before.
Yeah, I think so.
So, all right, here's we're going to combine 2 great tastes in one. The Lone Rocket Ranger, flying alongside the 310 trained thieves, gloriously lands on top of the train car up here. Where's the Lone Rocket Ranger? Boom. And as he lands in traditional hero style with hands on hips and knees flexed and kind of looks up and gives that winning smile and the sun glints off of his pearly white teeth. The hooded cobra that's got his cobra's fangs out in one hand and the eyes in the other, is so startled that he squeezes the gem a little too tight and it squirts out like a bar of soap. And he starts juggling it. It hits the ground, bounces, and flies off the train into the desert sands.
Oh no!
He is so angry. He can't move or speak at the moment.
Rocket Boy, jump off the train.
Yeah.
So
Rocket
let's
Boy,
see. We got
get the eye.
I'm sure it'll be
1,
fine.
Yeah.
All will do well.
3, 4, 5. And let's see. So that is. Let's get the turn order out. That's Lone Rocket Ranger. Done. Who's next?
I in fact will rocket after the gem and see if I can get it before we get too far away from it.
Okay, so essentially, what your decision before you finalize that as a statement of action. Your decision is to remove yourself from this combat.
Yeah, I mean,
You will get the Eye of Sebek.
Yeah, yeah.
You know exactly where it is. You can go get it, but you are out. You're taking yourself out of the scene.
I understand. It would be the thing
Okay.
that I would do because that's important enough. I would go get it, and in my mind, I'm gonna go get it real quick and then rocket back to the train. I understand it.
Sure.
Player wise, that's probably gonna take too long.
No, but
But-
you will,
Yeah.
without fanfare, rolls, or other impediments, you will secure the eye of Sebek. No, no sweat.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. So we're gonna take Erp out. We'll just put him over here.
Well, I'll jump to the engine and stop this crazy thing.
Let's see. Jetpack boy. I mean, Erp. Back.
Also, it's going to make more sense as why the jetpack gets clogged up with all this dust and dirt and sand that I'm going to be blowing about everywhere looking for the stone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's probably
All
also
right,
good that you
so-
also traded the hero card to me.
All right. So did I hear Crag doing something?
Yeah, he's going to jump to the engine and try to stop it.
And Yarn is going to be
Alright.
helping him, but in a different way.
Do I need to wait for Yarn before I do anything?
You might want to, because Yarn is looking for. I mean, this is an old train, so they have some hydraulic mechanisms and they have other mechanisms. I'm looking for something to shoot to stop the train. Do you want me to roll science
Well,
and my gun at the same time?
you can't take advantage of something on the same roll. So I'm going to tell you that you
Okay.
can't. If you want to figure out what to target, then
Okay, I'll figure out what to target and then tell it to Crag.
Okay.
So science is unskilled, but still. Nope, I'm not going to do it.
A steam engine is a little bit out of your field of understanding. Your tractors
yes.
were always diesel, so
Yeah.
no telling.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and make the strength check to jump in there. I suppose I should do an intimidation check at the same time then. To try and intimidate the driver to stop?
Mm-hmm.
Or would that even be feasible to do?
That would be a good idea.
Well, the good thing is they're both pretty much the same.
Oh, you're close enough. I can show you this now, I guess. Let's do this. He has some minions.
Oh, in the engine?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to play a possibility. So, because without it, I won't even make the jump.
But if you would like to hold off, knowing that there are minions in there, that's up to you.
No, I said I was going to try to stop this train. So that's an 11. And he is the one running the train, so I guess it'd be going against his intimidation.
Well, there is an engineer. Do you have a possibility on the table for me?
I did. I put it right here.
Oh, there it is. I had to zoom out a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I need to zoom in and.
So the engineer you've successfully intimidated him to the point that the engineer isn't. You can take a card. The engineer isn't. He just he doesn't know what to do. So he isn't doing anything.
Alright,
The
but I
hooded
do
cobra is sputtering at him, gesturing. With his cobra's fang pistol.
All right.
But
All right.
the engineer's not listening to anything he has to say.
And that ends my turn.
Let's see. Crag now is on the engine. Put them. Here, we'll put them. We'll put Crag up. Heroes are up here. Now Empire's down here. How's that?
I remember you, lad. I think I knocked your ass out at the pub. Or the
That
tavern.
leaves Ivan.
Yes, I will take a nice stroll.
Yeah. Yep, no problems.
I'll just walk up there. You all do the flying and the jumping. I'll just walk.
Well, there's a small problem with walking up there. Oops, that's rockets up here. You get to the door here. Oh, come on. Oh, because I'm on the wrong doggone. Story of my life, right? So you have troopers in between you and the front of that car, which you may make it. That's your move to get to that point. So you
Okay.
still have an action if you'd like to take one.
Yes. I will swing at both of them.
Swing, batter, 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 swing, batter.
So that would be minimum of 19.
Oh. That is going to be an outstanding success and probably extra than. What's your minimum damage?
Oh, with outstanding, it would be 20.
Yeah, it's extra. You're just like, blam! They go thump up against the car and then fall down. And that is all of you. And the villains go, and the villains are already set back because they've lost the Eye of Sebek. Hooded Cobra screams that he says, "Get him off this train!" And these three guys charge Crag, reaching out for him.
Yeah, for the lads, we got a low sense of gravity.
Let's see. That's a +2. That's not going to get me there, and I don't know if I can. I don't think I can spend for them.
Lads, that tickles.
Let's see. Let me check. Hooded Cobra. No, he can't spend for them.
Well, he doesn't have a romance card?
Okay. Alright, no. So, Hooded Cobra, I don't imagine that an 11 is enough on strength check with you.
It's slower than my strength.
It's lower than your strength. Okay. Then they do not successfully get you off this train. And I just closed everything because my stupid chat bubble undocked again. Oh, so annoying. Alright, Hooded Cobra. He needs to get out of here. And he is going to take aim at coupling. This is called shot. -4. Oh, easily. All right, so he fires. He thrusts his Cobra's fang out, and he shoots at the engine coupling with the rest of the train, and successfully blasts that coupling loose. And the engine. He looks at the engine and he barks. He barks faster, and the scares the engineer who pegs the throttle to the forward position. And so now we have a widening gap between the engine and the rest of the cars. So, Crag, you are about to be all by your lonesome with 3 shock troopers and Hooded Cobra in the engine. And the rest of you, the distance is slowly getting larger. Dum, dum, dum. You may play cards in your pool. Bring them on. All Ord villains become vulnerable. We don't have any Ord villains. Villains will go first, and then the heroes can flurry. Attack and trick are the approved actions. Let's put this over here with the rest of them.
And you say the
Can't
hero's
see.
flurry, eh?
Now, is Crag in melee with any of these people yet?
Just with the 3 shock troopers.
Yes.
Okay.
Hooded Cobra is not, I don't think, in melee with me.
Yep. He is in melee
Okay.
with those 3, who are again going to try and force you off the train. They are bodily trying to shove you off the train, Crag. And that's not going to go well if they succeed. In fact, you get the idea that they're willing to go off the train with you in order to make this happen.
Can one of them just go right on off?
That's I'm gonna make.
I'll just
that
sidestep
happen.
when they come
No.
charging me this time. Olay!
Olay. All 3 of them dive off the train. I tell you what, if I had rolled a 1, that's exactly what happened. But I did not roll a 1. So. There are three shock Nile Empire, bare-chested Nile Empire shock troopers wrestling with a dwarf, trying to shove him off the train, and it's not going the way that they planned it in their heads. As such, Hooded Cobra is going to shoot into melee at you. Let's find out first if he is on target. Would you like to make good, high good for you or low good for you?
Ooh, hi.
High is good for you. Okay, so he shoots at you, and his blast is he does 2 bonus dice of damage as an outstanding hit. Completely disintegrate, blows a hole through one of his minions.
You say an 18? That's only a good success against
No,
me.
no, that's not on you.
Oh.
He wasn't on target.
Oh, it wasn't on target. Okay.
He was not on target. He was trying to hit you and manages to and puts a hole through the center of one of the. He's well, now I can see better, and he tries to target you again. That is all of me. Now the heroes may go as the gap widens.
Crag, before you go, let me try to trick them.
All right.
Okay. I'm using a shot, but I'm not aiming for any of them. I'm aiming for the metal of the train to kind of get a ricochet to make them look over at that area. So I'm really trying to
You're going to be in
trick
a -2. You're going to be in a -2 based on the distance that you are rapidly creating between you and the engine.
them. Okay.
And I'm just kind of
So I don't do it.
inventing I'm inventing a mechanic on the fly.
Oh,
As
no, dear.
A's, B's, and C's and D's come up, that gap is getting wider. And A come up on the card, so you are 1 gap. You're -2 away from the engine now. If a B comes up on the next card, if we get to the next card, then you'll be -4, and so on. If it gets to a D successfully and we go to a 5th card, it will have gotten away, and you will not be able to find it. Or
Okay.
find it. You won't be able to reach it.
I
All
mean,
right,
it's only
so
going one direction. We'll eventually find it.
no, you'll know, yeah,
Follow
it's
the
going to
tracks, yeah.
Thebes. You know where it's going. It's the 310 to Thebes.
So our the lone rocket ranger, can I rocket my way over to the train?
Again, if you'd like to make your air vehicles so that you successfully can land in the train without, there's that overhead canopy, and there's poles and obstructions and people, and you're going to have to kind of fly in to make that
I'll do
landing
that.
to be able to get in there.
Would you like me to put a -2 on there because we're basically separated?
Yes, please.
'Cause I think that's fair.
You're like, oh crap, the distance is getting wider.
I mean, you did so well when they were close together. I mean, I can't see any problem being further apart.
I'll throw a hero card on there just to let's do that.
I said all that, and I didn't even see your roll yet.
Oh, it's horrible.
You rolled
It was
a
horrible.
4.
It was not as impressive as the last roll.
Ooh.
You got one more somewhere?
Yes, because I do have this nice possibility,
Okay.
which I will throw on top of there.
Torn candy hits the table.
There we go.
All
And
right.
I will bring up the cry
So-
a cry of, "Where's Lady Hourglass? You fiend!"
Damn you horny bastard.
He looks at you. He looks at you and he squints. His eyes narrow. His fang shifts from Crag to you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
I'll go ahead and take an axe swing at these two gentlemen.
Okay. Ooh. So you what do you got? Battle axe, Craig. You kind of pull back for that axe swing, and that tenuous grasp on the Nile or the Isle-ish reality kind of starts to
Mm-hmm. Unless somebody's
move
got a
away
second
from
chance.
you like
No
the
second
train
chances?
cars are.
No, nobody's got a second chance.
Well, technically, I have a second chance in my pool, but I think I'm a little too far to trade. But that's up to Mark.
Yeah.
Is this
he's
going to
out.
be a
No,
disconnect
Jim's
for
out.
you?
Well, I mean, anyone's a disconnect for somebody that's not from this zone.
Oh
so
yeah, he is disconnected.
Well, I'm just because swinging a battle axe is within Nile axioms. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I mean, I'm
You got
wearing
any-
magical armor, so that may be part of the issue.
Do you have strength? Is that your dragon armor? Do you have strength in your dragon armor?
No. My strength is all strength is mine. The only thing I have in dragon armor is my defense. That's not dragon armor I have. It's just basic plate armor.
Oh, it's just plate. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't do the dragon armor yet.
So it's just a mishap, I guess.
Why I'm asking is because I'm going to do something very stupid and might need my second chance. But if you're going to disconnect, then I will trade you a second chance.
Swinging a battle, yeah, but no, he's right. Swinging a battle axe is not creating a contradiction in the Nile Empire. You aren't doing anything that's contradictory to the reality. So, but here's what I'm gonna do to you, though. In the process of you have these two guys engaged with you in melee, and as you rear back and swing, they catch you in a moment when you're up on the balls of your feet and shove you off the train. You're fine. You tumble and roll with it, and don't take excuse me, don't take any damage other than wounded pride. But Crag is in the sand.
You
And you're out of the
fiends!
And they both turn and look at the lone rocket ranger.
Well, I want to know what Yvonne's going to do now. Something stupid.
I'm going to try for a run and jump to the.
Okay. Okay. You're -2 on this, so now it's a 10.
Oh!
Oh,
Nice.
with style, no less. Is that 33 going to stand, or are you going to run it up for a second glory in this in the combat, let alone the scene?
No, I'm going to let that stand.
Okay. Yeah, you leap across, and your leap, just the leap and landing itself, the shock troopers are somewhat taken aback. They actually step back away from you because you did it so smoothly. They're not sure if they really want to engage with you. Let's see, Yaren. Did you already go?
Not for my flurry round.
Well, have you gone? But you've gone for this first
Yes,
one, right?
I did.
Okay, so everybody play cards in their pools, and we've got Erp and Crag are out, and everybody else may make their flurries.
Would you like? I'm going to do something for Yvonne here. I am going to let's see. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this down so I get the possibility and a card.
Well, how?
Oh no, I'm just getting the possibility
How
of
you
the card.
playing that?
I'm not playing the romance as a romance. I'm playing
Oh,
it
you're
for getting
discarding,
the
okay.
possibility. I'm discarding it. Yeah. I don't think we're seeing Lady Hourglass here.
You are not. Let me get on the right layer to go grab one of those. All right, there you go.
Thank you. And then we are going to do a some sort of let's see here, trick. Why is his trick so high? It's not fair.
Who,
We are
Cobra?
going to, yeah, the Cobra. His card says the 13. So
Yeah.
he must be smart or something. We are going
He's
to
a
though,
wily Cobra.
we are going to do some sort of Three Stooges action as we go wow, 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 and maneuver all three of them, trying to get them to knock everybody to each other. I'm targeting all three of them with the maneuver as I
All
run
three
around.
of them. Okay.
It'll be my -4.
So you're tricking or you're maneuvering?
Maneuvering. I'm basically going in
Okay.
between them, going the ha slap, ha oh. I do not roll well, so I will just give you this candy back. Let's see. Last roll was a deuce. And
That is not going to be successful.
That is still horrible. So I am not.
They look at each other, they look at you, and they kind of
Well,
scoff.
if you really wanted to, Mike, you can spend that other one and add to it because it is a Nile possibility.
I could, but then Nile possibilities would go away.
Sure. I wasn't saying it was worth it or you needed to.
Just
saying the option.
Exactly.
Just pointed out as something
I know
you
the
could
option.
do.
I got you. No, I'll let it stand. We're good.
All right, Yarn, Ivan.
Yarn is basically going to get off the train as it slows down. I don't see the need of going after these people.
Okay. You're going to go check on Crag, see if he's okay?
That is a big part of it, yes.
Okay, so you are taking yourself out of the scene.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You don't find Crag, you just find this big indention in the sand. Because when he hit it and went under.
I don't know. You might have hit it hard enough to turn it to glass.
Ah.
He's in the pretty spot. All right, Ivan.
So I will go after all three of them with a big swing.
All righty. You are looking for, I think, an 11 is the number you want.
I'm just waiting for Lone
Would be
Rocket
a
Ranger
standard
to start going,
success
"Where's
on
my
the
girlfriend?"
Cobra, and that will be a good success on the Shock Troopers.
So the shock troopers are going to take 19 each.
Okay, it's a standard hit on the Cobra.
So I want to. Oh, let's see. I'll let that be a standard hit. So that's a 18 for the Cobra.
That standard hit is an 18. God,
Yes.
I don't want to take a wound. I guess I'm taking a wound. Okay, that's a wound and 2 shock for me. All right, and that is everybody. Play cards in your pools. Let's flip another card. True heroics. Any storm knight may gain a possibility by sacrificing a turn to help an innocent bystander or creature. That's too bad. There aren't too many of those. Heroes will go first, and they can surge. Maneuver and taunt are the approved actions. And I will, Yarin and Crag and Erp, you guys are not involved. You do not have to surge. but we'll go ahead and get surges from.
Now, mind you,
Ivan
you two, there is an engineer
not
which could be considered an innocent bystander.
That's fair. That's fair. He is, yes, absolutely. All right, surges are all good.
Ah.
You do that, the engineer goes, ah!
Well. I'm going to toss this idea card out, just so I can make that
Okay.
any.
Ah, very nice. I'm just gonna leave him over here for right now because everything's happening over here.
Yeah. And then we're going to try to handcuff the hooded cobra.
Really?
I'm going to try to restrain him. Yes.
Okay. So that's a grappling strength
correct.
check. You are going to be. That's a standard success. So I don't think you have him restrained yet.
I do not have him restrained yet.
You're struggling with him, and he's struggling with you. He's like, "Oh no, you're not going to put those on me."
Exactly.
You're about to lose your second pair of handcuffs.
Well, not on him yet. So
Yes,
like,
yes,
okay.
he might. He very well might.
Well, you know what? I might. Hold on. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Oh, we will capture, I guess. Where is it?
Hey, you can hit him too. I don't care.
Oh, hitting
Dealer's
with
choice.
hitting with hammer much more fun.
Oh.
That, sir, is an outstanding success.
I think I've seen that on a movie once. What was that? Braveheart?
Yeah. That was a ball and chain. Oof. Yeah, that's. I don't want to take that at all. No, sir. I do not.
Mm.
I don't want to take that. That's got to be better. I am going to take a wound and a wound. No shock. Okay.
For my grapple, he will take 6 damage, by the way.
6?
6 damage, yes. Just in case.
That will actually deal a point of shock.
Aha!
Aha! All right. That is all of you.
Correct. Would you like to know what
with
Can I give you this card too? Can I give you that setback also?
well, it's going to be immaterial because you're going to give me all of your cards at this point. With the impact hammer making an impressive impact and spinning the hooded cobra's hood helmet sideways to where it's half covering up his face, and he staggers a little bit. He kind of pauses for a minute, drops to his knees, and lets you put the handcuffs on him, and kind of slides a little bit over so that you're between him and the guy with the big ass hammer, because he doesn't want to have that happen again. And he surrenders.
Yeah, Hooded Cobra ain't had very much luck with people with weapons or handheld swinging at weapons.
No, that was brutal. And the 2 times he's dealt with that hammer, he's like, I don't want no more of that.
Well, you dealt with the axe last
I don't
time.
have the eye anymore. It's not on the train. I can't get it back. All my minions are gone, and you just knocked the taste out of my mouth twice. I don't want no more of that.
Ah, engineer, would you please stop the train?
So the engineer slows and then stops. He doesn't stop the train because he's smarter than that. The train cars are still coming. And so he kind of he slows it down enough to where the train cars don't smash into the engine and destroy it, and he gets the train recoupled and everything, and then he stops it, and the three of you who are trudging through the desert because Cool Hand Earp is now on foot, having the intakes clogged and destroyed with the silica from the sand as he flew into the desert. Picked up your dwarven buddy, and you guys catch up with the train, and the engineer is very grateful for your saving him from the hooded cobra, and he takes you all into Thebes, and that is going to be the end of an act. So let's go ahead and put all our cards down to the tables, and don't do anything with your possibilities because we're going to go back up to 3. But if you have
for me.
Nile possibilities, or 4 for you. If you have Nile possibilities, you can keep up to as many Nile possibilities you have. Your total is going to be 3, right? So we're going to do regular ones or whatever.
And draw 6 cards.
We will draw back up to 6. That's correct. And don't draw a Cosm card. I got to recall and shuffle those.
Mark, at my first earliest opportunity when in Thebes, I do try to arrange for the rocket pack to go back to its original owner because I only requisitioned it and didn't purchase it.
Yeah, but didn't he betray us?
Yeah, you should send it to the Delphi Council instead, because they could use it. Because the other guy was a jerk and betrayed us.
That's true.
Why don't you just hang on to that? Because I got you covered there. I see what you're doing. I got you covered. And you got 5 XP for that. So if anybody's going to make any kind of
updates,
updates or addendums or learn anything new, because you got skills.
Well, people might now recognize me as a 41er.
Ooh.
Why? Oh, so you're taking famous now?
I don't know. I already had famous. Now I'm taking the 41er perk.
I thought you just got that for having the. You're actually taking the perk that's associated with it. I got you.
Correct. I'm increasing my charisma by 1.
I got you. Give me just a second. I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Now we know the answer to who let the dogs out. That joke never gets old.
No, really kind of doesn't.
Okay, kind of.
That joke never gets old, and everybody. I mean, that's like the number one dad joke. Everybody's like, "Yes, I know who you let the dogs out. You." Oh, right up. I'm gonna stop because this is not after 9 yet. Okay, so do we have any kind of other character improvements?
Skills.
Nah, I'll keep my points for now.
Just improving some skills.
Yep.
So, a tidbit of trivia for Indiana Jones fans. The scene in the, courtyard with the guy with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with that sword trained, I think they said, practiced and trained for, I want to say it was several days to do that scene. And then when he was told that all Indy was going to do was pull his gun out and shoot him, he was extremely pissed.
I
imagine.
I heard that was actually an improvisation on the part of Harrison Ford during that basically, like, he was supposed to have a drawn out fight with him and everything like that, and then basically it was a long day and Harrison Ford was just tired and was just like, you know what, I'm done, and just pulled out his gun and popped it off, and and it was played off well, and everyone loved it so much they just kept it in that way.
Except for the guy who trained for the sword fight.
Sure.
Well, but he's a professional stuntman, and when someone points a gun at you and it goes bang, you do what a professional stuntman does.
It's just interesting to find out how much training he did for that one scene, and that's all it did.
I had heard that same rumor, but that Harrison Ford was starting to come down with something, or he was sick, and like you said, it's like, I am done for the day. Just he's like, screw it. But yeah, I heard that basic same story. All right, so that is the end of Act 2. We are now starting Act 3. Go ahead and make a note here about Hooded Cobra being captured and turned over to my counsel for incarceration. And Act 2. All right, so the train at Thebes pulls into essentially what is known as Ramses Station, the massive kind of subway / train station, multiple levels. And let's go ahead and get into Scene 3. The massive Ramses Station is a bustling hub of activity built in the Coptic architecture style and fronted by a towering statue of Ramses himself. Sand-colored buildings open into a stunning interior gallery with lotus columns and an inverted pyramid Art Deco chandelier. Past the throngs of people, you arrive at Terminal 3 and see a phone booth marked out of order. Inserting the coin in the phone causes a secret panel to open. Awaiting you down a flight of steep, narrow stairs is an amazing sight. In a cavernous brick room is a full laboratory complete with whirring machines, tables full of bubbling beakers and flasks, electricity arcing up a Jacob's ladder, and all manner of dials and switches. The Raven meets you with a curt nod, securing the door behind you. In the middle of the room are 3 men. The first is already familiar to you, Snowflake, the Delphi Council director whom you spoke to back in Italy. Another looks like a classic mad scientist with Coke bottle glasses and a leather lab apron bulging with tools. The third is a handsome middle-aged man with streaks of gray in his hair. Welcome, Snowflake says. I'm so glad you could make it. Lately, I've begun hearing reports of a possible new weapon being developed by Pharaoh Mobius. We know little about it other than it is supposed to be airborne. Raven here was trailing Hooded Cobra for some time, whom we believe is helping Mobius assemble this weapon. The Eye of Sebek is connected somehow. Perhaps he plans to use its power as a weapon to expand his empire. His latest conquest has pushed the Nile Empire borders all the way up to Crete and across to Saudi Arabia. Israel's given him trouble, but I believe he is about to consolidate his forces and make another push. If so, it will be all out war. Then there is this. Dr. Frest continues. There were several of these in a patch of the desert southwest of here. No witnesses, but I've known Mobius a long time, and I'm sure he's at the heart of this somehow. He sighs. Unfortunately, my mystery men aren't enough. We need allies in the fight to come. As Dr. Fresh grows quiet, Snowflake speaks again. That leads me to another development. When Axiom Wash swept over Greek islands, something happened strange there. Powerful reality storms engulfed the island of Carpathos, and according to admittedly vague reports, transformed everyone, even the men, into a nation of warrior women. They call themselves Amazons, and in all respects it truly resembled the fabled tribe of the same name. Thus far, their queen, Aegea, has remained firmly neutral and refused to side with either Delphi Council or Mobius himself. Nevertheless, I remain convinced Amazon's goals align with ours. They need someone who can broker on accord with Amazons. This will be a lot easier if you come bearing token of goodwill. Something of a major significance should earn you enough favor to win an audience with Gia. Dr. Frest takes over again. I've isolated something that might work. An eternity shard called the Bow of Sekana. Sekana was a warrior queen from Zambiti, apparently a city-state conquered by Egypt long ago. As the head of her army, she personally led victory after victory against the incursion of the Egyptians. Failing to overcome her with military might, the Egyptians turned to less formidable, honorable means, bringing a curse down upon the city that killed every man, woman, and child overnight. Zambiti was no more, swallowed by the growing might of the Egyptians. Nobody knows exactly where Zambiti was, but hieroglyphs in a newly discovered ruined complex show it as near a place called 7 Acres Falls on the mighty Western River. My research has led me to believe this is the Boyoma Falls area of the Congo River near the present-day city of Kisangani. I'd like you to travel there, mount an expedition to find the lost city, and return here with the Bow of Sakana. And I didn't write the box text, but you got an audiobook tonight. Congratulations. So essentially, to summarize, and by the way, that's a charge that Matt likes to level at me, that I write audiobooks for my box text, and I'm guilty as charged. So
I'll be right back.
Essentially, the summarization of this is that Snowflake wants you to negotiate an accord with the Amazonians on the Greek island, but in order to get an introduction to them to attempt that negotiation, you will need to come with this Eternity Shard, the Bow of Sakana. So you're going to have to go to Africa and the city of Kisangani and try and find this lost city and retrieve the Eternity Shard called the Bow of Sakana. Dum, dum, dum. I think I showed that to you. So, yeah, I did.
Mm.
There you go.
The Destiny deck is out of cards.
I shall shuffle. Let me do this real quick. Recall on table. Yay! I learned to do a thing. Look at that. I didn't pull anything out of your hands. In days gone by, I would have just yanked everything you have in your hands out, and everybody who likes the cards they've got would have been going, "Hey, wait a minute, what the heck?" I learned to do a thing.
Well, we could say that. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, so while they've been going blah, 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 I've been tinkering over in the corner of the mad scientist duels and such. And go, aha!
He comes over periodically and smacks your hand to put his stuff down.
I go, aha! It works now. Now I have invisibility.
Dum, dum, dum.
I have an invisibility belt now.
Ah, okay. So you finished. You put the final touches on your invisibility belt. Drop your Eternity Shard, your Eternity Shard in there, and click it on. It goes.
Exactly. So what are we supposed to be doing now? Someone
Right.
said something about Amazonians.
Hey guys, watch this. Click.
Exactly.
Hey, Mark, before we get too far, we do need the possibilities.
Okay, possibility. So I'm going to assume everybody is at. Well, I'm not going to assume anything. Yaren, you have 1. Are you going to hang on to that 1?
I am
Is that a
hanging
novel
on to
possibility?
it, and then I need 3 more because I'm a prodigy.
Okay, so we're going to give you 3 core Earth possibilities.
Yep.
All right, and Rocket.
Just give me 2 core Earth. I'll keep mine.
Quit. Ivan.
I will
Looks like you
take
need one.
Yep.
Luke.
I am going to need one.
You also look like. And Crag.
He stepped away for a second.
Just
but
one?
I think he only gets one. Yeah.
We'll assume that Crag needs one. Yeah, and you know what the song doesn't tell you? It's who let the dogs back in.
Exactly.
I did. I'll be right back.
And I'm guessing he put those possibilities on the GM.
That's what I'm
guessing.
thinking.
Or put them on the other map that we were just on. One of the two.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a master plan, by the way?
I don't think I do.
I can't see Dan's cards at the moment, so I don't know if he does or not.
The fun cards that I got were a Nemesis and Attuned.
Yeah, I have a connection and an idea. So beyond that, they're all pretty much standard. And I have a glory.
Okay. I did pick up a hero, so just in case. And a close call, looks like. The avoid guards thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
That might be helpful too.
Can you see if Dan has a master plan in his?
I cannot see the answer.
Okay.
I can't either. Ah, there we go.
Sorry, it was on the wrong map. The wrong map was the correct choice. I did not have them on the wrong layer. I had them on the wrong map. So. Sue me.
And the only other thing will be our Cosm cards when we get there.
So are you going to attempt to hang on to a core Earth card?
I'm going to, but this time I'm not going to spend a possibility. I'm not going to spend a possibility to keep to do it. So if I fail, I fail. And so let's see, because we are in the Nile Empire. So if it was, Darkhold, I might. Nope. So I don't, and I'm not going to spend any resources to do it this time. So I will have a Nile.
Okay, so that makes life easy. We deal one card to everybody, which means Crag and Luke, Ivan, Rocket, and Yaren. There you go. All right, so Frest is open to questions.
Darn it. Sorry. My Cosm card is just like not the greatest for me.
What is it?
The secret identity. And I'm the one person who has not been a secret about their identity this entire time.
In that long list of stuff going on, he showed you a movie, and the movie that he showed you is a shaky black and white image of some people walking in the desert. One of them is the Raven. The others you don't recognize, and they gesture with their arms. And the camera turns to a large pit carved out of a dune, and the pit is mottled and dark. The Raven kneels and pries out what looks like a chunk of fused glass, and then the film stops. And that's what he was talking about when he said that they found several of these in the desert. So what questions do you have about the mission itself at this point?
Well, one, if they had this axiom wash and everything that went over where these Amazonian women are, do they feel that is going to affect other people that come into that area?
No.
Are you afraid you'll turn into a woman?
It's something that happened during the wash based on the reality of that island. No one that's gone to the island since or come off the island has had an issue with that transformation. It just occurred to everybody that was present there.
Okay.
When the realities collided.
Yeah, I might have been slightly worried about that, Robert. Just, just a little.
But then, Urk could become a trans activist.
Yeah. Do you know anything else about
girl.
this? Yeah. Do you know anything else about this possible new weapon other than it's being airborne?
We know almost nothing about it right now other than it exists. And somehow the eye of Sebek is involved. Which, thank you for this. And he holds it up. And Frist is looking for a box to put it in.
That's fine. I will also give Snowflake a, worn out jetpack.
Oh yeah, no, Frist has got that. He looked quite excited when you turned that back in. And then when he noticed that it was all, he's like, you Storm Knights never take care of anything. I mean, just a little cleaning and it'd be fine. I'll take care of it.
I promise I kept it clean for all the way up until one little train ride.
He was spectacular in such.
That's Craig's dumping sand out of his gauntlet or out of his boot.
Any more questions about the mission to Africa?
Nope.
So Raven, the Raven knows where it is. Is she going along with us, or as a guide to where, or do we get a map?
This would she need another
they
female.
give you all the information
Are we
to get there?
Are we flying in a plane to get there, which will inevitably crash? Because Nile.
It's the Nile.
Yeah.
It will be multiple modes of transportation to get you there.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming they have a fairly good description of the bow, other than being an eternity shard and having some red and blue on it.
The statement is, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
I mean, it's an eternity shard. Red and blue will figure prominently in it somewhere.
Red and blue, we lick it, we can taste the possibilities.
Yeah,
that's right.
Do we have any clues as to where
Nothing
this
else?
lost city is? Other than just,
Well, so Kisangani kind of lies at the conflux of several rivers, one of which is the Congo. And it was only transformed within the last 4 months or so. It does have a shock trooper garrison there, but it's something of a frontier town where hunters and explorers, river pirates, smugglers, and mercenaries seem to thrive. So, it's going to be kind of the Wild West. But you asked about the bow. It says most information about Sakana or her nation state as Abidi has been lost to time, but legend says she was a warrior woman who was unrivaled in her mastery of the bow, and that the city eventually fell for unknown reasons years after her death. Anything else? Well, before you go, I've got three items that I'm authorized to let you take into the field if you're so inclined. See if I've got images for all of this nifty stuff here and handouts. Yeah, the first is a small sphere with a red switch, it's called a sonic hyperphase psycho repulsor. It emits an extremely high pitched noise, and he clicks it on, and it really hurts everybody's ears. You don't really hear anything, but your ears just begin to ache, and I mean, it's like your knees buckle, and you start feeling bad, and you feel like, if you were going to try and do anything, it would be very difficult to do. You feel very stymied,
I hope
and
that
it
wasn't
seems
the
to have
one
about
you
a 10-meter
cycled.
range, and he turns it off.
Thank you for the demonstration.
So he sets that down. He says that's only got about a minute worth of juice in the battery, so use it sparingly. And he pulls the second out, and it's a tube-shaped contraption. He says this is the Mega Velocity Omni-Capable Launcher. It propels a magnetic 3-pronged grappling hook and cable at a distance of up to 100 meters. Unfortunately, one shot. So use it wisely. And the third gadget, he pulls out a pair of metal greaves with cone-shaped side attachments. These are dual univector pulse rockets. When activated together, they can give you the ability to fly for somewhere between 10 seconds and a minute.
I think a Rocket Boy would like to use those.
Thumbtack boy.
The game, let me show you this here. I thought I had images for this. Maybe I do over here. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and there's the dual univector pulse rocket, and there is the Mega Velocity Omni-Capable Launcher, and there is the Sonic
Sex toy.
Hyperphase Psycho Repulsor.
Yeah, kind of looks like it.
Well, it is weird science.
You got another 22 minutes before it looks like something other than a Sonic Hyperphase Recycle Repulsor.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird science. It can look like whatever it wants to.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's see if I can do this. Well, I can if I can get my fat fingers to work. There is that. And
Well, I agree that Luke Cool Hand Earp needs the rocket boots.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Sure. Hey, at least it's not as bulky as the big jetpack before.
True.
That's true.
what is this? This is the. These are the dual univector pulse rockets. All right.
And I'm guessing that those are a one-time use on those.
Mm-hmm.
So they last for 1 BD of rounds when you turn them on.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if I turned them on and then turned them off, I'm guessing I can't turn them back on again. Is what I'm going with.
Correct.
So
this is one and done. So you use it, and it will last up to, and when you shut it off, it's done.
Yep.
And you don't know how many rounds it's going to last until you activate it.
Oh yeah, it's the only way to work with weird science.
Yes, and for this crowd is old enough to get this reference. Does anybody feel a little ultraviolet-y right now?
Mhm.
Friend computer.
Yes.
I love that game. I want to write some stuff for that. Do some more of that game. I haven't done that in ages. If you've never played Paranoia, oh my gosh, Paranoia is a blast.
Yes.
All right, so there's your gadgets. Who's going to take what?
I suggest that Lone Rocket Ranger takes the Sonic Hyperphase Psycho Repulsor.
Or as I like to call it, Babushka calling me home.
Yes.
Okay, I will take the babushka.
And
The babushka.
I could see either Ivan or Crag carrying the Mega Velocity Omni-Capable Launcher.
So Rocket's got the Sonic.
Yeah, the shipper. The SHPPR.
Yes. Because, I mean, I could see you flying into something or over something and dropping.
I've given you control of that. You should be able to move it around now.
We're giving the item that looks like a sex toy to the guy who's played the romance card twice so far in this game.
And
maybe it will help him with the hourglass.
Nemesis to the romance.
And has turned on us.
Yes, there is that too.
What? Never.
So just remember, next combat, if there's a light shining out of certain places they should be shining out of, we know where it come from.
So is Erp taking the jet boots?
Yeah, I will certainly take the dual univector pulse rockets.
All right, you have control of that.
And
Who's getting the Mega Velocity Omni-Cable Launcher?
I will take the come here vodka bottle device.
Come here,
Get over here, device.
Babushka, bring me more vodka. All right, you should have control of that. And we'll just have to move that around as I move around your tokens.
I see nothing going wrong with any of this.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Did I just hear some Star Trek science-y things going on in the background of somebody? That sounded very much like old Trek, when the doctor is doing testing.
The only thing that came on here in my background is the heater kicked on.
Not quite the same thing.
No, I don't know how it translates through the mic, but no, it doesn't sound like the same thing here.
Yeah, not quite a tricorder, but you know.
I thought somebody had like a text tone in this group that was a tricorder sound. I don't know. I have to keep mine on mute because, you know, copyright issues and all that.
Where's the other one?
All right.
Oh, all the way over there.
Rocket Ranger, what'd you do with it?
What?
Did you already pocket it?
What? Nothing.
Did you already prison pocket it?
What?
He put it somewhere where no one can find it.
Exactly. In my boot.
All right.
Did you say your boot?
That is exactly what he said, yes. Now that is a different meaning if you're from, you know.
Yes, I was going to say, if you're from... you want to see his boot.
I've never seen the inside of a jail cell. You can't prove it.
All right, so.
Why is your butthole glowing?
Hey, we got 15 minutes for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Starting the timer.
You know, PG-13, come on.
Starting the timer.
All right, so that's going to be a scene. We're going to move to scene 2. Your transport gets you moving, and your trip is somewhat uneventful toward the city of Kisangani.
Ooh. What an uneventful trip.
Let's see.
That's amazing.
All
We
right,
are
stretched along the shores of the wide Congo River, Kisangani's riverside is bustling with activity. Tramp steamers crowd the docks along with crates of cargo or crowds of passengers. Mosquitoes whine in the river-scented air. A customs shack manned by shock troopers overlooks the dock. Any soldiers wander among the crowds to keep the peace. And as your boat docks at a distance away from that, this young barefoot boy, did I just show you that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, this young barefoot boy runs up and he says, you knew. I get you hotel. I get you food. You need food? I get you anything you need. I know everything. I know where everything is. I help. What you need?
It's a long list. But a hotel to start with would be
Hotel.
fantastic.
Okay, so what for? We need hotel. Amari can help.
Hotel.
I'm looking for a lost city.
Okay. He puts his hand out. He's like, yeah, we can get that. I get you a good hotel.
I thought his hand was for the lost city. No.
Well, I don't know that hotel. He looks at his hand and he looks at you.
I think the young man would like you to shake hands with him.
No, that is not what he wants.
I'll be nice and cool and slip him a cool $3.
Not very good hotel, but I get you hotel.
I flip him a gold coin.
Oh, we get you good hotel. Yes, you want the Royale. Yeah, Royale. We get you there. Okay. Let's see.
I'm surprised I spend that here. Don't usually work unless I'm back home.
No, Kisangani, Moskva, all same.
Let's see. Let's do that. So you want hotel? You need gears? We get you gears too. We can get you gears. Anything you need. As you are walking off of the dock, a number of individuals kind of roll. They seem to just appear. And Amari kind of, he's tugging on Craig's arm. He's like, no, we go this way. And he looks scared of these guys.
Gentlemen, I believe the young lad would like us to go this way.
It's probably a good idea.
So I have a feeling there is a confrontation soon to occur.
Are we following Amari, or he
Following
was originally
Amari.
going the direction these guys are?
You
But as
follow
soon
the
as he
young
saw
lad.
him,
Apparently he knows the streets.
He's making a sharp left. So are you going to the left, or are you going to go confront these guys?
We're going to the left with Amari.
Okay, so Amari, the dockside ruffians begin to follow you, and Amari picks up the pace, and so we're going to begin a chase. Are our goal here is, as long as you follow Amari's trying to lose them in the crowds and the streets of Kisangani. And so the assumption is that you are going to be using your skills and abilities to try and help Amari dodge and lose these guys. And they're trying to catch up to you. And if they catch up, if they get to D before you do, they've cornered you, as it were. And let's do this because it's a new act, and I need to do that. And so this will be a standard scene. The villains are going to go first, and the heroes can be confused. There's an A and a B on the card. It's jammed. Any roll of 1 to 4 is a mishap and a malfunction for energy weapons, fire combat, and heavy weapons this round. Your approved actions are defend and intimidate. And let's see, our DN. Let's see, we're going to use a DN 10 because these dockside ruffians, they don't seem to be genteel or polite to the people that are getting in their way, and they're physically shoving them out of the way to try and get to you. So they don't have to be very dexterous. They're just bullying through any kind of obstacles that are between them and you. All right, so the villains are going to go first. They're going to attempt let's put this out there real quick. We'll go in black because it's easier to see. A, E, C, D. There we go. And we're just going to put 1 on A, and they're going to make, let's see, what do you got? 5 of them. We're just going to do a combined action strength check to bull through the crowd, and they're going to get +3 to try and get their A done. Oh, son of a bitch. I wonder if I can just leave it like this. But they did it easily, so they are on B now. All right, and that is all of them. Who would like to go next?
Now, are we bulldozing through, or are we trying to stealth through, like dodge and maneuver around people?
They don't seem to care about the people around them. And
I'm talking about us.
Yeah, no, I'm explaining to you why they get to. If you want to use strength, you could blast people out of the way just like they are.
Right.
But you have the opportunity to. But you could use dexterity if you wished to accomplish your steps, and that would be a lot more considerate to the locals. How's that?
Mm-hmm. Are we doing
Your call.
Are we doing a combined roll, Mark?
If you use a combined strength, you will get a bonus. If you use a combined dexterity, you will get a negative.
Okay.
The upside to using dex is that the people like you more because you aren't blasting through them like the other guys. If you use strength, then you potentially could earn some bad blood from the people of Kisangani.
Yeah, I say somebody
Your
works
choice.
on the decks, and
I'll work on intimidation.
I was going to try that too.
You can't pick both routes.
Right. No, we're not picking both. They're saying intimidation to intimidate the people coming after us. To interact with them.
It's what was available on the card. So if you make them stymied for their next.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the guys following you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be a minus. They're a step away from you, so they're -2 if you want to intimidate them. Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you now. I was like, wait a minute. Was he okay. No, we're good.
Yeah, I just like take my axe and chop through an entire like support beam on a overhang or some such.
Okay.
As a form of
An
intimidation.
intimidation roll.
You said -2.
Oh, I can't. It's gone. Why did it go away?
There's a 16.
16. is going to be a good success.
All right, so they can be very stymied then, and I'll go ahead and draw a card. Dexterity is not one of my stronger suits.
All right. Who's next?
So I'm probably the best for purposes of trying the decks, but if anyone wants to help, that's going to be appreciated as well.
Well, from what was said, if we assist with the decks, we actually apply a negative modifier, not a positive
There is a
modifier.
large group of you. Correct.
So
But
no,
if you assist, you can bring that number down.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. As in, me rolling a dex check, I'm gonna have a minus for trying to do it for everybody because we're all trying to be stealthy. But
I did not help
To
you.
start with, you're at -3.
I will help.
okay.
I will not help.
All right. So
-2.
all right, and the DN's a 10.
Yes.
Nice.
The question is, are you going for A and B?
Yeah, that's what I was debating. It's just the problem is I have no cards to help right now.
Well,
but-
we're also confused, but yeah, it doesn't matter. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
throwing a possibility out there or not.
Right.
Wait till next round. I have solution.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will just do step A with the -2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Didn't matter. Hold on. Might still be worth. Let me see if it's 212.
Well, if your possibility is a minimum of a 10, it's going to be worth it. So
Yeah, but that minimum 10 only gets me to a 12, which with the -2 is still only going to be an 8.
What?
So the point is, it would turn
How
my
is
roll of
12
a
minus 2 and 8.
no, it'd turn my roll of a 2 into a 12, which is a bonus of 0. But I have a -2 from so many people. So
I got you. Math hard.
right. That's why it's like it might not be worth it at the moment because I need to get all the way up to a 15. So I'd need a 13 or higher on the D20 roll.
gotcha.
So
It's the right
I think
call.
I think it's a pause right now, and we'll just
Yeah.
try to
Okay.
play catch up next round.
Does anybody want to do anything else before we flip the next card?
No, the others have been stymied. I don't think we need to do anything
Yeah.
else to them.
We've already helped,
Okay.
so. Short comes to that one.
Watch the road. Any test of land vehicles has advantage this round. We're not doing land vehicles, so we move on. Let's see. The villains will go first, and the heroes can surge. Maneuver and trick are the approved actions. There's an A and a C on the card. All right, so they are going to try to, let's see. They are, the leader of the group is pointing at Erp, trying to intimidate him. So let's go ahead and give you -2 because you're a step away. How's a 7 look on your intimidate?
It's a fail.
Okay. And then we've got, let's see. The other 4 are going to try and maneuver in such a way so as they can cut off and limit your abilities to go anywhere. So they will be +3 to maneuver. How is a 16 on your maneuver?
For me, that is a good, although one of them somewhere was stymied.
Very stymied.
Very stymied.
Oh,
so
that is. You're right.
Yeah.
They are very stymied. So that would be 12 on their maneuver.
that is a standard success.
Okay, so you can be stymied.
Okay.
And that's all of me. Let's go ahead and get those surge rolls out of the way. Except for you Nile Empire people.
Aha! I'll give you a roll.
Ah!
Just to kind of help out.
Aren't carrying anything that makes him a 4-case
I
contradiction?
am not a 4-case contradiction.
Oh, please, come on. Give you something from, like, I don't know. What do you get?
You could hold one of my smart guns.
Yes, that
Here,
would
hold
do
this
it,
for
but-
me.
Bury this or some of that nifty cyber clothing from the cyber papacy.
Yeah.
All right,
Not yet.
no surges. What would you guys like to do?
So, do you want to just do it all?
Do it all?
Do it all.
Well, there's an A on the card.
I know. I have a card.
Yes, let's do it all. I don't know what you're doing.
Are we doing a deck space on this again? We gonna do this nicely, or are we gonna
Well,
build those?
I want to find out what
Lehman's
Lehman has.
suggesting something.
I see. All right. Definitely gonna want some
That
help.
doesn't get you. That gets you available. All
Yes,
the
right,
steps. You still
right,
have to
yes.
accomplish them.
That's why I asked, does he want to do it all? Not, we get to do it all.
Yeah. I think we go for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to
Writing some
help.
checks for you, Jim.
I'll
Can-
try
can
to
you
assist
cash
as
them?
well.
They are writing some checks for me.
You don't get any benefit for the decks, do you?
I don't.
But everybody else does, right?
Yes, they would.
I don't, but
I
Alright.
do not.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I could try to bless your decks.
right. My dex is
Oh, you're
maxed.
you're max.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm maxed
So
from the
I'll
armor.
just try to roll the decks to see if I can assist you then.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we're
gonna
going
roll
for,
decks
We're putting it
to
down.
try to
We're
assist
going
you.
for all of it.
And I have a supporter ready.
Okay.
What do I have?
Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, the card's on the table, so
Yeah, I mean, it's like gonna need to use the card sometime. So
So I don't help you.
looks
Looks
like
like
you got
Crag.
2 helps.
Who helps?
It's a really big number.
I
Yeah.
also have, I've got a hero card in my pool, so
Yeah. I'm probably
Plus
gonna
2.
need it.
yeah.
All right.
But you're stymied, so it's a straight roll now. Oh no,
Well, I've got
so you're -5, but you're +2, so you're -3.
Oh, okay. Because I have the stymie built in, so I can just take the stymie.
Okay, that's
off.
fine. That's fine. Then take you're -1 if you got stymied built in.
Okay.
You're -1.
And is that including all of the steps that I'm trying with those minuses?
No. 2, 4, 6, -7.
All right. Yeah. Let's
You can
let's
do
do
it.
this.
You got this.
Law of drama, baby. Come on. Oh.
You rolled a 4. That's
I
that's
did.
okay. Here, I'm gonna.
You don't have any contradictory dexterity stuff in that, do you? 4Ks.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna drop the hero on the table for you. Just give me your card.
go. Possibility that up. It's 7. Let's roll 4. All right. There's that one.
That's
Getting-
better.
getting positive.
Right?
And as I said, I do have a supporter waiting. So
that game
All
is
right,
7 right there.
Spend a regular one for now. $14. Look at that. Just took 1 and a drama.
Ah, look at that. Nice. What's happened to my dock now? I gotta reload. Son of a gun. It's game hates me.
It's after time you can say something.
This fucking game
A little more
hates me.
saltier if you wish.
There you go. How's that? Drop the F-bomb. I should do better than that. I should drop the F-bomb. All right, so you managed to elude, with Amari's help, you managed to elude the ruffians and get through the crowds, and he leads you. Where are we? Yeah, he leads you to a hotel called the Royale. And do I have, what do we have for that? Where are we going?
They got a casino.
Yep, I'm on the right side. There we go. Hotel Royal, which actually exists in Kisangani. Let's see. Yes, yeah, Royale. This. I get you good rooms. I get you good rooms. You wait here. I get you good rooms. And as you walk in, the hotel, it's got that 1940s. It almost feels like one of the old West saloons that's been updated. You come in off the streets, and it's got that kind of cross between an old West saloon and an African safari bar, if you will. Wood planks on the exterior, wood in the inside. Very well decorated, very nice, almost posh, but it's frontier, if you will. It's not the speakeasy, 19 roaring 20s or so kind of Al Capone bar. It's much more like this represents the height of comfort on the frontier, if you will. Animal heads on the walls, various big game, lions, rhinos, antelope, tigers, that kind of thing. Zebra pelts laying on the floor, table set up. People are milling about, drinking and whatnot. Amari darts and dodges through the crowd expertly, gets up to the bar, points to you, talks to the guy, and the guy waves you over. He says, Amari says you need room, says you're a friend. We have very good room. You stay for a while?
Perhaps for a little bit. We're not really sure how long we're going to stay. But we are looking to sightsee a bit, perhaps. Do you know a guide that might be able to show us the falls?
Oh, you want to see falls? You need boat. Joe Hill. You need Joe Hill. Joe Hill has good boat.
Joe Hill? I will look over at Amari. Do you know this man? It's Joe Hill.
Oh, yes, I know Joe. It too late to catch Joe on good day. We catch Joe on good day tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look over, like, what does this Joe look like, and kind of look into the bar area, just see if I can see somebody passed out somewhere. What does Joe look like?
He gives you a description of Joe.
Is there anyone look like that in the bar area? Passed out somewhere?
There is not.
Okay. Just checking.
Actually, I'm going to put him back where I had him. There is not.
What time tomorrow are we going to see this? Find this Joe?
Yes, Amari, you should meet us tomorrow morning so that you can take us to this Joe.
Okay. He doesn't move.
Um,
So I guess we will need rooms for the evening then.
20 apiece.
Pay it.
Excuse me, did you
Yes.
say 10?
Are we trying to persuade or
Yeah,
intimidate or
I will
streetwise him down?
I would try either way. I would persuade. Actually, in this case,
Okay.
since I'm trying to trick him, so it'd be more streetwise kind of thing.
Okay, let's streetwise him then.
That would be a no.
Did I hear 25?
no, sir. You said 20, but make sure they are the best rooms, of course. You know, I am a little
Of course,
famous.
that's
Okay.
what we have.
Nice.
Are you playing on your fame?
Not in the way of a connection. Not actually using the connection
Okay.
card, but just
Okay.
calling to the fact that I am famous and he may know.
Okay. So, Mari takes that to Al. All right, so everybody marks off $20 a piece. We have nice rooms for the evening. Even throws in an adequate meal, not an impressive meal by any stretch.
And if anyone has any issues with looking like that's going to take a lot of money for them, Erp is willing to pay it.
All right. I don't know if it's
Problem.
my end or your end, but you broke up really, really bad. I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, I was
So
saying
that
if
might be at my end.
I was saying if anybody can't afford the 20 or looks like it's going to not, put a burden on them, then Erp pays it.
No problem.
So the lone rocket ranger will put away his big bankroll of ones.
Yeah. That's fine. I can pay for the loan.
I got Washingtons, y'all.
Making it rain 40 times.
So you sure it's Washington's? It is now Empire money.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, I've got Wuhan's for days. Only maybe a day.
Okay, maybe a day. All right. So is anybody doing anything for the evening?
Oh, I'm certainly gonna. There's a little bar area in here. I'm certainly gonna talk to the locals and see if they can. I want to hear stories of past history and chat them up and see if anyone mentions anything that sounds interesting to me about
Jim,
this.
I got nothing, man. Are y'all hearing him okay?
I hear him
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
I hear him fine.
Okay, because everybody else is breaking up on me. Hang on a second. Let me switch my speakers over to. All right. So let's try that again, Jim.
I will certainly spend time down in the bar, talking to the locals and listening to stories and seeing if anyone has ever heard of anything that might sound interesting about this, Seven Arches Falls or weird stories about a lost city out near the Bayuma Falls or any of that kind of, but just talking to people, getting stories, and I will tell them stories of things that I've done, and
Okay, so we're going to use our streetwise to gather information.
sure.
Are we going to keep that in the Royale, or are you going to expand your area of attempt to the general area here?
I mean, if it's like daytime right now, right? Or is it
Well,
evening?
we're gonna kind of run through it to if somebody wants to do something between now and tomorrow. Sounds like we're holding up for the night. Then
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
looking for is what are we doing between now, which is like midday, lunchtime, something like that, to tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah. Then if it's midday, then I will certainly expand out a bit. I'm not going to go out at night in the city. So like in the evening time, I will restrict myself to in the hotel and the bar. But during the day, I'll go out and talk to all the
Okay.
locals.
Okay. Dan, what are we doing? What's Craig doing?
Craig will probably grab him a meal and grab him a drink. Other than that, he has no plans.
Okay. Yarn?
Since we have a potential guide, I don't really need to do anything. So, a little sightseeing before it gets dark, and then go to bed.
Okay. Mr. Lone?
I am going to. I'm actually going to walk around invisible and trying to see if I can overhear any conversations going on
In the building or in the general vicinity?
in the general facility. I'm going to do the same thing, general vicinity
Okay.
during the day, and then at night come back in.
Okay.
So I am a mass superhero and a little conspicuous.
I mean, since the falls are actually in the city,
No, the falls are not in the city.
they're right here.
That's not actually in the city.
Okay. I'm just seeing the map.
That's not the falls we're
That's
looking
not
for.
actually where they are.
Those are
That's
the
where they are.
Boyomba Falls.
Yeah, that's not where we're going.
Okay.
It's not the ones you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it, and it keeps talking about the Boyoma Falls, and I keep looking at the map and seeing it.
No, they've been the falls they mentioned were where'd it go?
It's down near the bottom. It's they believe
those-
it's the falls that are in the area, but it might not be those exactly.
Near a place called Seven Arches Falls.
Yeah,
on
which
the
is
mighty Western River.
which is the Boyoma.
That is not where they're okay.
Okay, so it's not based on real world maps. Okay.
Yes.
No.
I see what it is because the Bahoma Falls area of the Congo River. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying now, Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Not on the map. It's around.
So what's Ivan doing?
I will reverse Craig's. I will take drink and then food.
I figure at some point in time, he and I are just drinking to see who can drink the most.
Probably.
Okay, so let's see. I have
Come on now, best drinking partners in the world, a dwarf and a
and
Russian.
Yaren and Lone and Ivan are going out.
No,
I'm
I'm
kind of staying in.
We're staying in the hotel and drinking and eating.
Okay. So are the four of you, are you going out together or are you going out separately?
no, I'm staying drinking with Craig.
Okay, so Craig and Ivan are knocking back local beer. Check. Lone Rocket Ranger and Yaren and Erp Coolander are you guys going out together?
I'm looking for a tour guide for the city.
Well, Amari tells you he can show you all the stuff.
I'll pay him to show me all the stuff.
Okay, Amari's going to show you. He's going to help you out. So during the day, you guys are going out looking
got
at
you,
stuff
Dr.
and then
Jones.
coming back to the hotel
Yeah.
for the evening, right?
Yes.
So essentially, as the sun sets for the evening meal and on, everybody's going to be at the Royale.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So, you
know
have
better than to
a
be
day
out
of
late at nights.
sightseeing. Huh?
I said I know better than to be out late at night in a foreign city by myself.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, you're not by yourself. You have your friends with you. One of them you can't see, but you know he's there in theory. The invisible lone rocket ranger.
Exactly.
Maybe check the newspaper, see what it says.
You're talking. You're chatting over a meal at a table. Amari hasn't left your side. When your meal comes, he kind of he gets a meal too.
Yes.
You didn't order one for him, but apparently you're paying for one because he gets one. And as you are chatting up and talking about the day, a gentleman walks into the hotel. He is in the classic Great White Hunter outfit, pith helmet, khakis. He's clearly carrying a long gun of some kind, but it is in a leather case that has embroidery on it and various like a rabbit's foot and foxtail and various other kinds of trophies from various animals adorning it. A plethora of porters come in behind him carrying various trunks and other pieces of gear, and he speaks in a native dialect directing them. He walks over to the bar, speaks briefly to the gentleman who nods, and he passes him a large wad of cash and a few gemstones. And then he looks around, he spots your table, and he walks over, pulls up a chair, and sits down. Says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I see you finally made it."
Dr.
bends-
Livingston, I presume.
Sir Arthur Killingsworth, at your service, sir.
My mistake.
You would be Ivan of the rather large smashing hammer.
He's right. His hammer does smash.
Yes. What was his name
I
again?
trust your travels, your trip was uneventful. You don't look worse for the wear, of course. Judging from your exploits, that would be very difficult, wouldn't it?
Lots better than falling out of flying bird. Or magic plane, whatever they call those damn
Falling out
things.
of a flying bird?
Big metal things you
I
guys call
say.
planes.
Ah, yes, well, that does
Flying
happen
ships.
from time to time. Your expedition going well, I trust?
You mean sightseeing around this town?
Oh, is that what you call it? You're indeed.
Do we have any knowledge of who this individual truly is other than his name that he introduced himself as? Did I miss something in like a briefing when I stepped away?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, we
Have
have no
we
idea who this
heard
guy is.
of him?
Have you?
Well,
Go ahead, Robert.
well, I was going to say scholar that I might have heard a briefing about this person before. And I have some cards that I could play.
Honestly, Robert, that's going to be very hard.
Okay. Okay. Because I have an idea card if that would help.
What I'm seeing here, lads, is this: he's got us at a bit of a disadvantage.
Mhm. Well, yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, you seem to know so much about us, Sir Killingsworth, but we know nothing about you. Who are you?
Oh, I'm a big game. I'm here to hunt the most dangerous game.
Oh, like what? What is the most dangerous game in the area?
Man.
I saw this
Well, that depends.
movie.
What portion of the area of the Congo do you plan to travel in?
Well, I mean, we were going to go down some of the river and explore some of the falls, perhaps.
Ah, the river. Yes. Well, you need to be careful though on the river. Hippos. They look rather plump and pleasant, frolicking in the water, do they not? But nothing's more dangerous than a hippo with a head of steam. Very few, very few boats can withstand a mother hippo who thinks her young are at danger. I would steer clear of a hippo in the water. Of course, once you get on land, there are gorillas that have to be contended with. Especially those silverback chaps. Yes, indeed, the older ones. They can be quite dangerous.
So you have
Cool.
no nearly invisible jellyfish or spiders that are completely hidden that could kill you, or within seconds. Snakes that are lethal again within seconds.
Oh well,
Automatons?
No
not
dragons
everything
or
comes. Not everything comes wrapped in
minotaurs or anything
fang
like that.
fur.
Or the winter.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
The Tutu's lot, for example, could be quite dangerous, and they are very small.
hmm.
Mark, how are people reacting to him? Do they seem to be like very wary kind of around him, or they're like, we don't want to
No,
piss him off, or everyone's just all
no,
casual and
he
doing their
seems.
thing?
Everybody, nothing in the room has changed as far as atmosphere is concerned. Hotel staff seem to be coming and going, but that's probably because he dropped a fat stack of cash with a couple of gemstones on the counter when he walked in, and he has pretty much bought service. Um, the porters have disappeared somewhere up into the hotel with all of his equipment. Um, he's had a glass of wine brought, chilled, um, and he's drinking that, some sangria or something along those lines. Um, nobody seems to be other than put off by him or wary, or he's not acting badly towards anyone.
So
I
we still beg the question is how this gentleman knows so much about us.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him point blank. It's like, well, we seem to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Who are you?
As I said, I'm Sir Arthur Henry Killingsworth, big game hunter at your service.
Where are you from?
You've become quite famous. Well, let's take our friend Mr. Earp here, Cool Hand, if you will. His exploits are well known, and then of course we have your strong, diminutive chap here who's rather recently ended in the papers. And there have been some background shots of the rest of you. So I wouldn't, it is, after all, the nature of this place that these things happen. Of course, the Lone Rocket Rangers, well, he is a hero after all. And it's hard to keep that giant hammer secret, especially when you swing it so smashingly. He chuckles at his own wordplay.
I'd all laugh too, because that's kind of funny.
So where are you from, Sir Killingsworth?
I grew up in Cairo. In time, I became a rather good shot, crack shot, you understand, and hunting crocodile, as it were, keeping them off of the boats so that the porters could move back and forth across the Nile, and that got rather dreary. And so I branched out, tried to find something a little more challenging. And the cheetah can move quite quickly, but if you lead them enough, they're very easy to shoot. That wasn't very challenging, and I went after a few lions. It's not as dangerous to hunt lions as you would think, unless they have a taste for man. Now, if you're hunting a man eater, of course, now you've got a challenge because it's hunting you. That gets the blood pumping, I can tell you. That's the type of hunt I'm looking for. And he kind of looks at all of you.
So what you're saying is, we're in the papers? That's awesome!
But of course, and he pulls out, the Cairo Clarion, and there's a picture of Crag. And he's got his legs are all splayed out, and it's a shot from underneath, and it's a good thing that he's not Irish.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool.
I don't believe you got my good side.
Or did they?
Oh,
Very hard to mistake Crag for anyone else. I mean, oh shit, you did play mistaken. I didn't. Nope, sorry. I did that.
What? So big game hunting. Are you located around here now? What brings you to the city here?
I know.
As I've said, we're going to go on safari, trying to find some big game, something out in the Congo that presents a challenge.
He's trying to
Where are
find
you
something
going?
he can hunt that seems to be more challenging to hunt than the lions and the tigers and the other creatures out there.
Well, as I said, a charging hippo is quite dangerous.
Where do you plan to go, Sir Killingsworth? Where do you plan to go to hunt?
I'm sure it's
Well,
whatever we
I
plan
haven't secured a capable guide yet. If you happen to know one, perhaps I could take some. Well, are you gentlemen going into the Congo, perchance?
Well, as I said, we did seem to plan on it a bit, yes.
Well, perhaps we could join forces, as it were.
At this point, I would like to read his mind.
I was waiting for that.
I would now like to read his mind, please.
So yeah.
This is willpower for me. Is that right?
It's willpower mind, I think.
Willpower mind, yes.
Okay.
You want to try to put a little English on that?
I do want to put a little English on that.
That is going to be successful, but it is a standard success. So he's going to know you're doing it.
Right, which is why I'm going to put some English on it. I was just
Well,
deciding.
I mean, if he's possibility rated,
Yeah, if he's possibility rated, he's going to know no matter what.
yeah, and it's a contested roll, isn't it?
Is it?
Contest in the
I believe.
I believe with possibility rated people, it is a contested roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
have it.
right.
I have it listed. I have it in the
he
notes
has
right
a
there.
note, right?
So he is possibility rated. He is going to contest you. There's your number.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm blocking that possibility.
When you cancel out, when you negate a spend, does the possibility rated individual realize you've done that?
I don't know if we've ever decided. I would imagine they would.
I would too. And so that's what we're going to run with. So, all right, so 10 is your number. And Sir
Okay.
Arthur Killingsworth narrows his eyes and takes. He locks you with a steely gaze, Yarin, and you've seen this. You've seen this kind of look from very serious individuals who are very seasoned ranch hands who've been around and they know what's what, and they don't mess around.
Mm-hmm. And I'm giving him that look right back.
Oh yeah, he holds that look for 3 or 4 seconds and then he moves on to Erp. So you're gonna 16's your number, so you got a good success.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else about that without more cards, and I don't want to spend another possibility on it.
And hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Somebody is sending me something, so. And because this card got sent, I will play that.
Oh, Robert, you make me feel good. All right, hang on just a second.
So thank you, Lone Rocket Ranger.
You're welcome. I'm
I
like,
gotta
this is an appropriate card for this. What's going on here? Got to keep the law of drama going.
Exactly.
I was gonna say you could have played that to either one of us, and I'm sure we both would have played it.
Yeah.
Would you consider this guy a villain?
Well, we might know after the
Well, that's
mind
what
reading.
I'm trying to determine. But yes.
Once you determine yes or no, let me know.
Okay.
Come on,
So-
computer. Hang on, bear with me.
No worries.
All right, Yarin. Okay, Erp reads Earth Mind. Killingsworth tries to spend on his mind control.
Mind
Fence
reading.
is negated by Yarin. Oh.
And we have a nemesis.
Gets a good success. Yarin makes Sir Arthur Killingsworth his nemesis. All right.
And since you're gonna already have to put a bunch of possibilities out for Robert, why don't I just go ahead and inspire us as well?
All right.
The drama at the table has inspired all of us.
Yes.
Well, maybe the drama, but for you guys. But hey, our photos in the newspaper.
Okay, so there was 1 for everybody, and there's 3 for Robert.
Oh, it should be 4, shouldn't it? For the inspired as well.
I put 5 down over there, and then 3 over there. So if you picked up one of those
Gotcha.
over there,
I got it.
and
Sorry, I didn't see that one at first.
That's cool. And I get 3 for becoming your nemesis.
Yep.
So there are times I really like the mind reading ability, and there are times I really don't like the mind reading ability. And this is one of those. That's okay. It's kind of in between whatever kind of space. You get as you read his mind, you get the realization that without any bravado at all, he is legitimately considered one of the world's foremost experts on big game and big game hunting. and he's hunted probably every living animal that can be considered big game on the planet, and to the point where it's boring. And he now hunts heroes. He considers hunting Nile Empire heroes the most dangerous prey on the face of the earth. In fact, he is one of the senior members of the Retribution League. And he's always ready.
And he's quite boastful too, for some reason.
It's not bragging when you can do it.
No, he's quite
No,
boastful for some reason.
Boastful?
Yes, very center of the page.
I'm sorry, I got his character.
Triumphant boast.
Oh, okay.
I think since there's a little bit of a confrontation between him and Coolhand,
Okay. No. This works really well.
I can't see
with
any other
Killingsworth.
reason to use it.
Really does. Yeah, no, this works great with Killingsworth. So he sits there and he kind of takes his pith helmet off. He looks at all of you and he says, "Gentlemen, let us drink." And he waves, and the bartender himself comes out from around behind. He says, "A round for all of us, whatever these gentlemen are drinking, please. The best you have." And he puts down a ruby the size of a walnut. And the bartender looks, picks up the ruby, puts it in his pocket, takes your orders on whatever beverage you're having. When you ask for what you have, he suggests a finer quality liquor or alcohol than you've currently drinking. If you aren't drinking anything, he suggests something that you've heard of that you know is top shelf. It all comes out. In fact, where if you're drinking wine or a premium alcohol, the bottle comes out. And it comes quickly. And Killingsworth kind of sits there until everyone has a glass in front of them. And he says, "Yes, indeed, Stormers. I am Sir Arthur Killingsworth. I am part of the Retribution League. Hooded Cobra is somewhat of an amateur. I find it intriguing to hunt from within the herd, if you will. It's more of a challenge that way. Yes, we're both here for the same purpose, although slightly different, I would imagine. The hunt will begin tomorrow. You will go into the Congo on the boat of that man, Joe Hill. Good luck with that, by the way. And I will go into the Congo as well. I suspect we'll meet somewhere around the Lost City. And then I will take the bow Sakana back to the Retribution League, along with the Eye of Sebek, and Mobius's plans will continue as I regale him with tales of your demise. But for this evening, gentlemen," and he sounds sincere when he calls you all gentlemen. He's not condescending at all. He says, let us drink to one another, for in this world it's rare that men of quality can face one another. In truth, it's the only thing that matters. And he picks up a shot glass, tosses it back, picks up his wine, and toasts you all to your limited health. I hope you sleep well tonight. I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
He
Sir
stands,
Crocodile
He
Bait.
gives you one of those, and he walks off. He does not. He turns his back on you and doesn't seem to care.
Yep.
Well, that's fine. For me to show him who the true crack shot is, he needs to see it coming.
Well, can you believe that? We made the papers.
I got a bottle of vodka for free.
That's funny.
Yes.
Hey, lad, I didn't realize there was a photographer on board that train.
I didn't either. Fantastic.
All right, so
Like I
let's
said,
at that point,
Gotta
unless
make a
somebody
name for
do
ourselves.
something
Okay, go ahead.
amazing between now and the morning, let's take a bio for a minute. I meant to do that 45 minutes ago, and then Arthur Killingsworth strolled into the
Into the hood.
hotel. And then the card thing, and we'll go to scene.
Okay.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, see y'all in about 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay.
There he is.
Greetings and salutations. We are back. We're running a little late, but we're back.
Sorry, dog had to go out.
Likely excuse. None of us at this table has ever had to worry about that. All's good. Jim, I have a precision in my hand. Would you like to trade something for it before we finish off the card swap deal?
Sure. Do you want a second wind, a reconnect, or a backup plan?
How about whatever you decide you want to give? If it's something I don't think I'm going to be able to use, I'll just get rid of it and use it as a recycle card.
Tell you what, how about you can have that one?
The coup de grace and the maelstroms are there for you too, Jim.
Yeah, I recycled one of those already. I mean,
Just saying, you could pick them up if you wanted to.
the
Pick them both
coup
up.
de grace is interesting, but
All right, going to delete what's on the table in 3, 2. Oh, somebody picked up the coup de grace. Is that second win for the coup de grace?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not letting the girl go.
All right. And we're back, and everybody is up with the card thing, and so
But Mark,
Amari leads you
sorry,
over.
Mark. As we're done with the card thing, I'm actually going to play the attempt and draw a cosmic.
Okay. So go grab you another cosmic card. This is a Nile dominant. Is anybody going to master plan that attuned?
If I had a master plan.
Yeah.
Figure I asked before I just blasted out of there. All right.
Don't worry.
All right,
think-
thank you.
I think we'd have master planned the Inspire anyway.
Nah, that's true. Amari leads you out of town and to a over to this side of town here, where you meet up with Joe Hill, and he seems to be he's unshaven, unkept, fairly poor hygiene, may or may not be hungover. It's hard to tell.
It's probably safer when he's drunk.
The 3 days growth looks like it's perennial.
The proper shave out here is so hard to find.
What the
It
fuck would you
is
bloody want to
indeed.
shave for anyway?
To keep it clean and neat, you know.
That's mine's
And he
like all
does
over
in
the
fact
place.
He does in fact have a oh, come on, quit. Oh, is that the right spot? That is the right spot. I'm sorry. So yeah, you're on this side over by the Topo Dam.
Robert, I think you're
Yeah.
correct.
Sue me. That's actually the falls and the dam right in there. No, it is up here. Duh. Yeah, that is
I was
up
gonna say,
here.
the way the river looks, it looks like it's up there.
Right the first time.
Huh.
And you are on the downward slope, the eastern side of the dam, when you meet up with Joe and his boat. And Joe is absolutely certain that he can get you. He's like, yeah, I can get you there. You may not like the trip, but I can definitely get the job done.
What do you mean? We might not like the trip.
I heard there were hippos in the water. Something like that.
What's that?
I heard there were hippos in the water. Is that why it's a bad trip or what?
Hippos. Yeah, that's a problem. All kinds of things can be a problem.
Well, why do you think we wouldn't like the trip?
Hippos and pirates and gorillas. Oh my.
Okay, if that's all, I mean,
Okay, we're good.
if that's all that you're saying we wouldn't like it for, that's nothing we haven't seen before.
It was like you were saying that some sort of homicidal hunter was after us.
He kind of looks at you side-eyed, and then goes, "We go cast off up there." And so you got a 30-foot tramp steamer that, if you're familiar with the Jungle Queen, pretty much looks like the Jungle Queen.
Excellent. I'd like to take the sniper position on position on the roof.
Okay, you are lying quite obviously on the roof of the boat, which it's yeah.
You're meaning the African queen, right? Not the jungle queen.
No, this is the Jungle Queen. That looks very much like the African Queen.
Okay, thank you.
It says Jungle Queen on it.
Gotcha.
Yes. The boat itself, I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. The Jungle Queen, I said half of what I meant to say in my head.
Gotcha.
The Jungle Queen, which is the boat that Joe Hill has, looks very much like the African Queen, which is the one you are probably familiar with.
Yes. Yes.
If that makes sense. Okay. And he begins to take you upriver, and upriver heads up this way. And you spend a good portion of the day steaming upriver. The current, or no, excuse me, downriver. You're going downriver, but it goes north. So, yes, up. Downriver we go. Say it that way. Anybody want to do anything amazing while you are steaming down the Congo? Or the Teshopo, rather?
Nope.
Sharpen my axe
Okay.
and stay away from the side rails.
Yeah, I was gonna say, attempt to put some bug repellent on, and keep an eye out for, our hunter.
Okay, so so Earp is engaging in counter sniper activities as you're moving along the route. Is anybody else doing anything?
Make sure nothing crawls into the boat that's going to be harmful on the way, I suppose.
Okay, you're diligently watching the gunnels, looking for snakes and things to snake over the edge and drag the dwarf who swims like an anvil into the water.
Precisely.
Check.
I don't wish to hit that water for no reason whatsoever.
He's like a cat.
Cats can actually swim, lad. I think.
All right. So,
You ever seen a boulder swim?
Earp, go ahead and give me a find roll.
Yeah, see, here's where the failure in my counter espionage or sniper problems come up.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
You get
You
slapped
are,
in the face by ferns and
Now I'd like everyone to give me a dex check, please.
do we have to?
As the Jungle Queen has lurched suddenly, it struck something, and it's got a slew in it, and if you did not make a 10 on your dex check, you have been thrown to the deck. It doesn't hurt or anything. You've been knocked off your feet as the boat suddenly.
So that's everyone but Yaren.
Would appear.
Yeah.
Well, it must be that y'all that riding you're doing. You're used to, being nimble and whatnot.
Exactly.
Lone Rocket Ranger will drop the adrenaline so he doesn't get thrown to the ground.
Well, you just go ahead and pick that up.
Okay.
You're just knocked
Oh,
down. It's
yeah.
not like gonna kill you or anything.
Bruise your arse like the rest of us, lad.
My
Oh,
sniper perch.
my suit will get dirty.
We're in that section, and you notice that that there appears to be a heavy chain stretched across the river. That is what is holding you back.
I'm going to take a gander and believe this is not supposed to be here.
No. So, to Hill, do you have any bolt cutters?
Bolt cutters. Bolt cutters. Let me check.
How about a saw?
Disappears down below.
I'll take my axe to it. Okay, I won't take my axe
just
to it
as
then.
fine.
Sorry.
No, I had these guys, and I don't know where they've gone, because
Are they underneath any of the pictures?
um. Oh, there we go. You see coming around that bend up there. A bunch of boats with some river pirates in it. And let's go ahead and get rid of all of this.
Pardon me. Well, it was beginning to be a bit of a boring ride. It's ought to liven it up a bit, lads.
I was enjoying a little chunk.
One of the boats has that gentleman in it, as well as some pirates.
Putting past hogs in one of them.
A little too thin.
Or is that
It depends
Sir
upon whether it's
Killingsworth?
the remake or not.
I haven't seen that, so.
Good night, Father.
Good night, bud.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Please have headset on.
My headset's crapped out, so
Lower it down then.
it's a fair statement from my son. Yeah, so the boat's kind of motor towards you. Your boat has slewed sideways and is held up against the chain, and they all they have AK-47s, not AK-47s, Thompsons, excuse me. And in fact, you see in each boat there are 3 guys. One has a Thompson, one has a bazooka, one has a Browning automatic rifle in each boat. And then the gentleman in the white suit with the Panama hat and an eye patch. So you have attempted to cross our path, and I think, well, we'll be taking your boat. You can get out and go, but the boat is ours. And from beneath the deck, she's like, "The hell you say?"
Just helpful.
I believe the captain of this here vessel is not amenable to your request, so not today, folks.
We would like to offer a counter offer.
If you wish to live,
may leave, and you can leave your boats, or those boats belong to us.
Yarin is just kneeling on the deck and pulling out his rifle, ready to go.
Well, since piracy is really what we're after, kidnapping is so much trouble, but if you insist, very well. Anyone who survives the encounter, we will kidnap you. You may blow
Yarin
up
will
the-
shoot him.
And
Yeah.
this will be a standard scene.
Yeah.
Let's see. True heroics. Any Storm Knight may gain a possibility by sacrificing a turn to help an innocent bystander or creature. There's really no one innocent on the Jungle Queen. The villains will
Even
go
our
first.
captain.
There's really no one innocent on the Jungle Queen.
Wait, there's that alligator they're about to run over the boat.
The approved actions are maneuver and taunt.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get rid of these.
We are on a standard, correct?
Yes, it is a standard scene. And I get to go first, and I'm stymied. So, we will go ahead and... No, I don't need that. I need Gabrielle. The Pirates. Let's just go ahead and launch the bazooka. +3 at the boat. Oh
Cool.
my.
Ooh, wow.
So the bazooka goes off with a thunderous roar, strikes the hull, and blows a gigantic hole in the Jungle Queen. It is. Everybody takes 4 shock, by the way. It is taking on water quickly. Let's see. Browning automatic rifles. We're going to give everybody 1 BAR attack. So we'll just start with Crag. No. Luke. 14 on your dodge.
That's a standard. Cool.
Ivan.
Nope.
That's not going to get it. Mr. Rocket Ranger. Ooh. How's the 20 look on your...
That is a good.
A good success.
Correct.
You have 18.
18. That is a 6. The force field's going to go off.
Okay.
I will become stymied.
And Yaren.
Okay.
You are
How's 10 look, Yarn?
You are on it, dead on. So,
Right, 15.
okay. That is 2 shock.
Okay. And then everybody gets a Thompson attack. Crag. How's an 11 look?
It's a standard.
Joy 14. Luke.
Probably a shot.
How's a 13 look?
That is a standard hit.
Ivan. I missed Ivan. Lone Rocket Ranger. Oh,
That's a big miss.
okay. So remind that one has malfunctioned because I'll probably forget.
One
And
Thompson.
Yaren. That's an
You
8
missed.
dodge, Yarn.
10 is my dodge,
Okay.
so you missed.
That would be all of me. Oh, you know what? I was stymied. Shit.
Oh, then you wouldn't have hit.
Let's.
Then that's true. You would have missed me.
And me.
Well,
And
okay
the-
then.
And the 20 was still a good hit against me. Or while the
Okay.
18 is still a good hit.
Okay. So it wasn't horrifically awful.
No.
Just take the shock off, or whatever. All right, that's all of me. And the heroes may go.
Oh, as I said, Yarn was going to shoot the big mouth guy. Not on our team, on their team. Just to be clear. So
We
is there,
found the new member of the Destitution.
So hang on, I didn't do Gabrielle. Gabrielle gets to attack somebody. /R D5. Oh, Crag. Schmeiser MP40. 10.
There's some big mosquitoes
Oh,
around
that's
here,
an
lads.
That's an O, and it's unskilled. He's not unskilled, is he? Huh. He's unskilled.
It's a miss.
Hang on. Let me make sure. Nope, he's not unskilled.
It shouldn't have trademark
He's-
weapon.
He does not have trademark weapon. I don't think he does. Yeah, he does. Sure does.
I mean, he should not be unskilled if he has trademark weapons.
Yeah, he is. He is not unskilled. He is. He is. Mark didn't do his sheet right on his fire combat. Let me make sure that I got fire combat and not energy. Yep, I got fire combat. All right, so that's actually an 11.
-2, correct?
First time.
Yes, it's 11 is the final number.
Oh, well, that's if 11's the final number, then yes, the standard.
Okay, so there's 13.
Yeah. I'll take a shock.
Okay,
I like. Ting.
now the heroes we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I said, I was going to shoot, their leader.
They're big mouth.
Let's see if it works. Ugh. I just can't sit on that, so I am going to spend a possibility, and might even do a Nile one after this. Last roll was 3. 14 on him.
Oh, that is a standard success against his dodge.
Okay, I really don't like that, so I'm going to spend the Nile possibility to add. Because that's correct,
Wow.
right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an up.
Oh, yes. I forgot. It goes
is it?
as an up.
No, it's up if it's weird science.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's
Yeah, it
I was
should be.
wondering.
It should be fine because it should only be for weird science.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So a 20.
That's a good success.
Okay, I'll live with that. Well, I have to. So, it's just I can't leave it at just standard. So, for this guy, let's see, where is it? There is no AP on this, so a 17.
Why are you reading that way? That's stupid. Thank you. All right. A 17, you say. That is a wound and 2 shock that I do not want to take. You know what? I am going to take it. I am going to take a wound and 2 shock. Yep, I am indeed. Okay, that's Yarin. Who's next?
Okay.
I'm going to do tree skin and bring my axe down on this chain.
Okay.
So that's going to be a difference of. Yeah, okay, there it is. 9, difference of 5. Ah, damn it. Didn't click it. Alright, 13 for the chain.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be a good success on my tree skin, so that gives me the toughness with no vulnerability.
Okay.
Is that a standard success for the chain?
Yes.
Alright, well that'll be a 15 on damage.
Do you have any AP?
No, it's just an axe.
Okay. Yeah, you sparks come off the chain, and even though it's rusty iron, it seems to be holding up to your
If you
axe.
don't mind, then I'll go ahead and boost it a little. Since that wasn't enough to do any real good to it. $16, probably not much better.
You went off.
I don't have any cards. Alright, but it does boost my toughness up to a 3 instead of a 2.
Okay.
Alright, it's all me.
Who's next?
All right, you said there's a guy with a bazooka on each one of these boats?
Nope.
Yes? All right.
Yes.
All right, I am going to pull out my AK and I'm going to shoot each guy. I'm going to short burst each guy with a bazooka. Not the one who
we're
just
targeting
fired.
the bazooka.
Yeah, not the one who just fired, because I'm assuming it's going to take him a second to fire back again. So basically, I'm firing at 4 guys, but they're all the ones with the bazooka. So
Okay.
it's going to be -4 for me because I have the eye. That's a 16 on them.
That is going to be a good success.
All right. My minimum is 15. Do you need me to roll
Your
it?
minimum, which is enough.
Okay.
All right, so the bazooka guys are down. No more bazooka.
I think it's myself and Yvonne left.
How
Yup.
far away are they?
Oh, they're short range, 25 meters
Okay.
or so.
I like your boat. It is not vodka bottle, but and I use the grapple.
You're gonna use the mega. Was it? I can't read it. It's too
Yeah,
small.
velocity omnical launcher.
Mega velocity omni cable launcher to grapple a boat and then start pulling it to you.
Yes, we need both now. Ours is sinking.
Best use grappler ever.
Okay. Would you go ahead and give me a?
That'd be like a missile.
Yeah, let's use missile weapons for that. Sure. You won off a good success.
It will come to me, or I will go to it.
Well, so they are downriver from you, so you're pulling the boat against the current. But fortunately, at the moment, the engine is moving it towards you, and so it's not terribly difficult to guide it in the direction that you want, which is this way, right?
Right. Yes.
That could change if whoever's driving the boat changes the direction the boat's going.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
we'll
shoot the
do
driver
this.
of that boat.
that's what I was gonna do. So I am going to take the simple action of turning invisible, which makes me very vulnerable. It's the way it works. And then I'm going to shoot with the dual auto pistols at the driver of this grappled boat. And I will, since it's medium range, because short range is 10, I'll be at a -2 for that.
Which boat are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the grappled boat and the driver
Okay.
of the grappled boat.
Driver of the grapple boat. Check.
Yes. Hey, that was pretty good.
That is going to be a standard success.
A standard success.
Yes.
And let's see.
Why are you stymied?
You are unskilled at that.
Oh, I'm stymied because of my force
No,
field going off.
unskilled.
Oh, okay.
I am unskilled.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Yes, I am unskilled.
That's
at fire
intentional.
combat. That is intentional.
It's not usually, but okay.
Oh yeah, you are correct. It is not usually.
You're that guy that kind of just sticks them out there and cringes a little bit and just pulls the trigger a bunch of times.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
mean, when you fire 15 rounds, one's got to hit at least.
Exactly. I am gonna fire the or fire off possibilities and candy for you. 19. How's a 15 look?
That is a good success on the number.
Fantastic. He'll take. What's the toughness?
9.
Oh, no.
There we go. Take that.
That would be enough. So the driver is down on that boat.
Looks like today's fishing expedition was fruitful.
That
I don't know.
is-
Haven't pulled the boat in yet.
Well, it's coming, and there is no driver,
Yeah.
so.
And I've got
Look,
weird
you
numbers
haven't
for you when it comes up to shooting me.
Where is real on this? Just starts going. Winding it like you're winding a freaking 100-foot extension cord. All right, everybody play cards in your pools. According to my calculations, the science skill may be used as an interaction attack this round. The target is the defender's science or mind. The villains will go first, and then the heroes can be fatigued. The approved action is defend.
Oh no.
All right, so we've lost all our bazooka boys, but we still have Thompsons and Brownings.
And one of them, something is jammed.
That was a Thompson. One of the Thompsons is jammed.
Yes.
The Bone Rocket Ranger would like to defend.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. There is a Browning automatic rifle, not a whole bunch of them. There are a whole bunch of Thompsons, but there's a Browning automatic rifle. All right, so let's do Thompson attacks across the boards. Craig?
No.
That's a 9 look.
I think it missed me.
Luke. 11, Luke.
That's a miss.
Ivan.
That is
12.
a standard.
14.
Okay, that is shock.
Lone Rocket Ranger.
All right.
7.
So,
Yarn, you have one that malfunctioned, right? How's a 13 look, Yarn? Damn.
yeah, I was going to say is even with my very vulnerable, that only ends up being
11 would be with your very.
Yeah, but I'm also invisible, so it only gives you a +2 to be very, very, very vulnerable, so you still miss.
Okay. Yarn, Robert? I can't hear you, Robert. You're muted.
It's a standard success. 13 is a standard success.
Ah. All right, that's going to be 14 points damage. Enjoy those. Tasty, tasty 14 points.
Yes.
And then, what's your toughness?
Oh, my toughness is an 11, so it's just shock.
Shock. Okay. And, Crag, we're just going to stick with you because, yeah,
Aye. The whole can fire
you
at me.
just look good. That's a 6. I missed you. All right, go ahead and press that fatigue button, and then the heroes can go.
All right. So before we go,
Oh, and the boat is getting a little deeper in the water.
yes. Suppose there's no point in trying to cut this chain since the boat's going down anyway.
Well, it's.
But you might be able to save it still. Just gonna need somebody to start pumping the bilge.
Yeah.
If you got any kind of water vehicles, it looks like the boat's still salvageable, but it's a near thing right now.
Well,
if
I
you don't
can't-
do anything, the boat's.
Well, I can't do nothing about the ones over there because I don't have a range, but I can do a soothe for the group and try to hit this chain again. So I will
Sounds
swing-
like a plan.
I'll swing at the chain again.
Oh, -2 because we're soothing and swinging.
Yes.
Okay.
7 does no good for the chain.
No.
What is it?
Chain number is 12.
Whatever. I won't put that out there. Last roll was a 12. What's that? 15.
You're 2 off of a good success for the chain.
Okay, so it's just, I guess another spark, 15 points of damage.
You want an action card to trade?
Sure. I have a opponent fails in my hand.
Just give it to me.
Where you
I
at?
put it on the table.
There you go. Nope, I didn't give it to you. There you go.
That way we have a chance of.
Alright, so
Your axe hits the chain and manages to deal it a wound, which severs the chain, and your boat now is slewing closer towards the pirates.
alright, so with a 15, my
18.
18.
eight,
Yeah,
oh yeah, 18. My faith is 5 points higher, so that'll make that a. I'm sure that'll be an outstanding. Everybody can recover 4 shock.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, it feels so much better.
Almost had a TPK of shock.
Yeah, pretty much.
What? Okay, defend was the only thing available. All right.
It's the Nile Empire. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
That's Crag. Who's next?
A ranger's done because he defended.
What ranger do?
Defended.
He defended
Ah,
successfully, so I drew my card.
Yaren is used to fixing things on ranches, so he will see if he can do anything to salvage the boat. So it
Okay.
would be water vehicles.
yes.
Okay. I don't have it, so it'll be it's base decks, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm just adding it to my
But-
sheet right now.
If you wanted to make it mined, yeah, water vehicles mined because you got to figure out how to fix it.
Okay.
Really driving it and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's no different, but yeah.
Okay.
Nope, I do not, but I think this is one of those things that it is critical that we stop this. So I'll spin the possibility. So a 15.
Yeah, so he's got some crates down in the hold
Mhm.
that you bust them apart and start using that wood. You figure between you and Joe, you can patch that hole up and start getting the pumps going so that the bilges throw some of that water out, and you can reverse what's happening. You probably need to get to a dock to fix it.
Mhm.
What you're doing right now is just going to be a temporary kind of thing.
Right.
But if you could get to it, you figured out that what can be done with the materials at hand to bring it back to being seaworthy or river worthy again.
Okay.
All right, that's Yarn. Who's next?
I will reel the boat in.
Fuel the boat. Okay, so give me a strength check. Okay, that's a good success against an easy because they haven't had a chance to change anything. So, what's your strength?
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you got the boat right there.
Очень приятно.
Mission successful.
До свидания, comrade. Erp.
All right. I'm gonna fire on some more people, so I'm definitely gonna include the guy over here or whatever who had fired his bazooka before, just in case he has a reload for it. And
He
then,
did not. He dropped it. He was picking up a Thompson.
Okay, well then there's somebody over there that has another big gun, the BAR or whatever.
There is a Browning in the bow of Benoit's boat.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna include him though. Then I will include whoever's firing on that thing. And then
Okay.
I will fire on. There were 3 people in each boat normally. How many people
Yes.
started in each
That's
power boat?
correct.
Okay. All right. Then I will fire on the person that's firing the BAR in here, and then the other 2 people in this boat just to try to kill off a boat.
Okay.
-2 for 3 people.
That is a standard success.
That is going to be 14 points of damage.
That is the number.
I can
All
do
right,
this
so
all
you knocked
day.
out the BAR.
You should just leave. I will say to them.
That is all of you. All right, play cards in your pools. By the gods, faith may be used as a defense against all interaction attacks this round. The heroes will go first, and then the villains can be fatigued. Trick is an approved action. So we're just going to pick up right where we left off. Who'd like to go first?
Is there anybody else in his boat besides him now? The main guy? Or the
Yes, 2 guys with Thompson.
I'll leave him for last then. I'll fire at all 4 of the guys that are in these 2 boats.
I like you, Sally, so I'm going to kill you last.
Yes, pretty much.
I lied.
3 -2 -4. And
That is going to be 1 off of a standard hit.
does somebody have a supporter
I
action or
Do I have a
adrenaline?
supporter?
I have an action.
Well, I can easily just drop a supporter if it's okay. Calling out support from down below.
Well, no. So you managed to your efforts with the pumps and everything have righted the boat enough to where it kind of an air bubble, an air pocket is released, and it kind of shifts the boat at the last second, which elevates your fire just enough so that you hit a much more vital spot than you otherwise would, and so you have a standard success. Who were you targeting on that one?
All 4 that was on those 2 boats.
That's the Rocket Ranger, or not the Rocket Ranger. That's Erp. Who's next?
As the famous actor Ricky Ricardo say, "Hello, Lucy, I'm home." And,
Is that targeting 3 in that boat?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to
That
Get
is
into
that
the
is
boat
one,
and make some swings.
that is one off of a standard.
I haven't
Wait,
rolled.
no.
He hasn't rolled yet.
Wait,
I
That's,
haven't
that's
rolled.
still me.
Oh, that's
I did-
yours.
I didn't know
Never mind.
if there was negatives or if I had to do a multi-action or what. Basically,
Well,
I wanted.
there's only 2 guys left in that boat.
Okay, so I just
So-
want to.
You're -2 to start.
Yeah, I have whirlwind, so it cancels.
Then you're flush. Squashed.
Ivan have new boat.
Ivan has a new boat. Yes. Who's next?
I guess what we have left is just the one boat out there with the guy in the white suit.
Plus
2
this one.
boats.
There's 2 boats.
Yeah, he's. in
Oh,
his
he's
own
a
little
separate boat.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just drop Hellfire on him then.
I just think I'm gonna blow him up with some
No.
hellfire.
That's
Oh,
the only
casual.
rage I have right now is Hellfire.
Boom.
The chain is broke.
Yeah.
There's a 14.
That will be one off of a good success.
Well, action, I guess, will work. Yeah, I got an action. So that'll make it good. Give me 1 BD. What's his toughness?
His toughness is a 9.
Excellent. He can have 1 wound, 2 shock.
Okay.
Hopefully.
It is at
Maybe.
this point that I am, yep. I'm gonna take it. That's Craig. Mr. Ranger.
Yeah.
Pentagrast.
Mr. Ranger, how many guys are in that boat left?
Dos.
Should be-
2 guys. Okay. Well, I'm going to fly off the boat, get in short range of these guys, and then let them both have it with the pistols.
Okay. Do you need to roll to activate your rocket pack?
No, I do not. Not
Okay.
not the Rocket Ranger one. It's got other problems, but the fatigue of
It could
4
dump me
is
in the
one
river
of
other
them.
way. Not that one.
How's a 14 look against those guys?
That is a good success on the nose. No, excuse me. That is
A
one
standard?
off of a good success.
How much does damage 14 do against them? I think that'll do a wound to them if they're toughness 9.
14 is
14
enough to take them out.
Yeah, 14 takes him out.
Yeah.
Yep. And I will be shimmering in the sky somewhere as my visibility goes a little dimmer, or well, lighter. Something. I shimmer. That's what we'll go with. I shimmer as I shot.
I shimmer.
So you're a vampire.
Is that like when
Yes, I am a vampire
they
now, yes.
glisten?
Yes,
Rocket Rangers don't sweat, they shimmer.
exactly.
All right, Yarn.
Yarn is still working down below, I think. I don't think
Okay,
he's
so you're down below.
coming up.
Very good. All right.
And
So
then Luke-
at this
And
point,
then Luke would like to flurry. But unless you're going to
ah,
call
that's
it.
Luke's flurry. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what would Luke like to do?
Oh,
Luke's got a
Luke.
flurry. Go ahead.
Right. Luke is going to drop his AK, draw his Barrett, aim, and fire at the dude.
Oh, this can't end. This isn't going to end badly.
Right. I
Go
liked
ahead.
you. I liked you most. I leave you for last. Your 2 flunkies. I'm not counting. And I will.
No. The flunkies got burned up in Craig's Hellfire.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's all alone on a boat on fire.
Oh. Well, then he's about to take a headshot.
He's looking quite panicked now.
Yeah. I'm gonna aim for his head. Try to steal from
Of
yes.
course you are. Go ahead.
What does an 11 do on him?
11 is a miss.
Oh, well, we can't have that. Um,
You can.
yeah. I'll give you one of these. Because, Luke,
Oh, that's
Lots of work.
old.
Luke doesn't miss.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a tough shot off the boat. That
Which
a
is
tough-
why it's even more dramatic for me and has to happen.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, it looks like the final roll is a 22.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. Yeah.
What's his toughness?
9.
And does he have any armor?
No. It's his head. Oh. Okay, well, we are.
It was head.
Okay, was he a possibility rated character?
Yes.
Then I'm giving him an inevitable return.
Oh,
Well, hang on. I mean, you can, but hang on just a second. Let's see
Okay.
what happens. Here.
Autism defeat.
All right. So the shot rings out. You're pretty sure you caught him square in the head, but he kind of rolls with it and falls overboard into the water. And you're like, well, we'll find that guy. He's in a white friggin' suit. How hard can that be? You ought to be floating right there. And as the boat slides past you in the current, as you keep going, you don't see a white suit floating in the water. So if you want to put your inevitable return down, Robert, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was wanting to do it to make sure everyone had possibilities. So,
Well, you know what else I have? 4 bazookas.
yes.
and I have both.
You have a boat. You do not have 4. I learned my
believe-
lesson the hard way in this mod with bazookas. You do not have 4 bazookas. They all fell over in the water.
No.
Man, I hate when I shoot him into the water.
Well, the good news is we have an escape pod.
Yes, we do. And we probably have some materials to help fix the boat if we need to. Just
True.
start tearing metal off these boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got a few minutes left here, and we're going to use that time to do the card thing, and we're going to call a scene.
Okay.
And
you're also going to give us the possibilities from that card?
while you guys manage the card thing, I will go grab, what do we got here?
2 possibilities for each person.
I will go
2
grab,
Nile flavored.
yes, Nile candy.
All right, back up 6.
Ugh. Well, I know what I'm recycling, unless somebody, because we don't have anybody that has situational awareness, do we?
No.
I already know.
I'm going to be getting rid of this coup de grace. I'm going to recycle it.
Oh well, that will suddenly become a step A.
So I'm giving up that step A.
I'll keep mine.
Yeah, I'll keep mine. I've got a glory in my hand, so if everyone has a glory they want to get rid of.
Our Babushka 100-meter vodka retrieval device has been used,
Yes.
which leaves us with the with the Sonic Hyper Phase Psycho Repulsor and the dual Univector Pulse Rockets as options still in the bag.
Yes.
Is that step A done? Are we recycling that?
I
We
believe
are
so.
we are recycling that step A. Yes.
All right. And I see everybody's at 6. At 6. So what happens is, let's see. You reach a dock on the Shopo River, and it's right before a large rock fall, a set of rapids, and the river drops quite a bit, and it's got large boulders strewn throughout it, and it's not really a rapids, and it's not really a waterfall either. It's kind of a hybrid of the two. The boat can't get through. There's not enough gaps in between the big rocks, and if you even tried to it would wedge in between the rocks, and the pressure of the water pushing behind it would eventually crush the hull, and it would sink, and you'd be done. And for that matter, from where you're looking at the bend, it bends around the river, bends to the north and west a little bit, and let's see, we're going to put us, oh, did I copy people off of the friggin' map again? Oh, I hate it when I do that. Hang on. It's the Lone Rocket Rangers off the map.
Oh,
We've pulled up to a base camp. There's a path through the woods, and you're docked. And Joe tells you he's taken supplies here before. And if you follow the path that leads from the dock into the north into the jungle, you will come to the base camp of the explorers that were here. And we will call that a scene, and we will start from here next week.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Thank
like a
you.
plan.
Thank you. Yep.
Appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Wednesday. Be sure to keep track of Facebook and Twitter for the Torque Hype Tuesdays that Mike likes to throw out there for us. No telling what he'll put out there this time. But we'll also be back Sunday. We should be for some D&D, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Friday is Rime of the Frost Maiden. Let me rephrase that. And Sunday should be some Waterdeep. And then we'll be back here Wednesday. So don't forget, we're in this adventure called Life Together. Remember that golden rule. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
bye, fan.